Hello. Oh, there we go. That was weird. I think I just had to, I think I just had to, reinitial. I turned it off, turned it back on. Look at that. Like I never left IT. Cool. At least OBS says that it's picking it up. But how's that? How's, how, I was gonna say how's the audio levels, but I have to, go past this to actually hear how strong the city sounds compared to my voice. I will turn this here off. You know, you really kind of heats up a lot of screen real estate on my end, but it should be better on your end given the new template that I've made. How do you like that, champ? Barely hear your voice. Gotcha. Alright, let's rank it on up then. How about we? Alright, testing. Testing. That is quiet. Why is it so quiet? That should help. That's still coming in pretty quiet. I got on that again. Alright, what's the issue? Why is that coming in so quiet? I should have tested this beforehand, huh? That shouldn't work. Okay, that's still pretty quiet. I wonder why OBS is fucking up like that. It shouldn't. I don't have to yell the entire time to be heard. That would blow. Hello, Rab. I have to yell apparently. What is the issue with that? Do you think? Oh, hold on. Maybe this is it? Alright, that maybe should help a little more. Alright, let's see how that pans out. Oh, Russ, don't you know that you're the one that made that thumbnail? Like 4 years ago now? I had a different one in mind, but but you made that one and I thought it looked a lot better. I'm going to pour Monster Energy drink into a wine glass real quick. There we go, that's what we like to say. Nice tall glass of Monster. Wow, that's good. It's sugar-free, so it doesn't hurt you, actually. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm still adjusting the audio to see what the issue is with the sound. It should not be this low. I've got it cranked up really high. Alright, how about that? Is that coming in like crunchy? Because like I had the gain turned up really loud when I did that Radiant Dawn recording session. And my audio sounded super crunchy. And I don't want that. But maybe I overcorrected just so I figured I could, you know, edit it out. Can have crunchy audio. It looks like the levels are coming in good on OBS, but I never quite know how these things sound, so unless I do recording beforehand, which I did not do, so I am completely reliant on you all to tell me if I'm blowing your ears out. Oh, God. What was the last thing? It has been almost 4 years since I've last streamed this. So, I don't remember what I had going on. So let's take a look at the team. What was the team? At a Galvantula. You know what? The team is actually literally on the template, so... Lumpus! I feel like you're close to evolving. You're definitely right about to evolve. I think you have a while to go. I know you have a little while to go. And you're fully evolved. Neat. Do I have a Duskstone? Where do you get a Duskstone in this game? I got a Firestone. That's like a Duskstone. I need to know when I can make my my baby boy, or rather... No, it's my baby boy. I need to know when I can make my baby boy a big, strong chandelier. Well, alright, let's get going. Alright, that seems useless, but alright. That's a good slogan. Our slogan, do no harm. Whoa, is this a reference to a game that doesn't exist yet, canonically? Oh. Is the gym up here? Yeah, see the high flying girl. So, this feels almost like a ROM hack mistake, like just the way that it's, like, written out. Well, Desolate Land is an ability that comes in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and that game wasn't out by the time this game came out. I'm like, look, it's a reference to something that doesn't exist yet. Cool, let's shoot ourselves in a cannon. This won't hurt. I remember reading, seeing like fan art at the time of people making fun of the cannons here. Boop. Yeah, I'm wondering what they're gonna do with the starters in ZA. Part of me feels like it's just going to be the usual 3 starters, but with mega forms. Otherwise, I would love to see what a Colossian Empoleon would be. You could do something really cool with that, like make it like actually like Napoleon. An Electro Web. It's not a move you see very often. No, they were pretty good about well, then again, you're right, about Kanto and fucking CA. Dragon Vaporeon. I would like to... I'd like to see more from, I would like to see more from, the Evolutions. It kind of sucks that, like, Eevee is just, like, now that's the marketable part, whereas the whole point of Eevee is supposed to be that it evolves. And now it's just like, no, Eevee's what you're here for. I'm like, no, make that thing into a dragon, give that thing a suit of armor. I don't want to see its... I don't want to see this fox. I want to see what happens when I shove rocks in its face. Samurai Jack reference, viewers. Brady! That's like 1 away from Brad. You ever take a good look at the Ducklet line? Do you think about the Ducklet line, actually? When is the last time you've looked at Ducklet and, like, thought about it? Or is it kind of like... Because for me, like, Ducklet and Swanna is, like... one of those mons that, oh, bye, Epic. I'm glad you can make it for a bit. Oh, yeah, it wasn't Kitakami. Well, I completely forgot about it. like, Swanna is, like, one of those mons that, like, when people... No one goes on forums anymore, but, like, on the Pokemon, like, Black and White forums pre-release, there was always, like, things like, oh, what's the most forgettable Pokemon? And everyone would be like, well, if it's the most forgettable, how would we remember here to put it? But, the one I would always see at the time was Lumineon. And I think about that topic question a lot, because, Swanna is a Pokemon that, like, I think of a lot solely because it's so forgettable. I think Ash has a, I thought about Cradily recently, actually. But, I have more of a reason for that. Like, me and my friends really liked Lileep and Cradily. When we were but 8. Well, actually, he was 10, but I was 8. It was like a big thing. We were playing Ruby and Sapphire when it was like really new, and I had a Lileep and he had a Lileep, and my Lileep was higher. And I remember he like acted like really bummed about it, and he was like, "Oh, I guess you're just a better Lileep trainer than me." And I was like, "No, buddy, it's okay." And then he got an action replay, and they used that to just like completely like get his Pokemon out to level 100. He's like, "No, never mind. I guess I am the best again." And I'm like, "All right." I don't know if that counts, but... I forgot to put the link to this... Hold up, I'm like, boy, howdy, like, that Treacher's not getting any response, but I forgot to actually link to the stream here, huh? Good job, me. How old were you when that happened? I was 8. I might have been 9 at the time, though. That might have been a little bit after. We were both very young when that happened. No, he was 11. He had no excuse. But, he was a grown-ass man by the time that happened. Do you think the pilots just, like, hang out here all day, just, like, watching children go into cannons? I don't know. I don't know much about the 5th gen anime in general. I think I saw the opening few episodes, and people were like, oh, look, everything's changing. It's gonna be, like, really cool. I was like, yeah, that'll be something. And then, like, really early in, it became clear that they kind of were just, like, spinning their wheels a bit. And then I think the last thing of Black and White I saw were, it was Ash versus Berg. And then, like, his, I think it's, what was it? His, Sewaddle evolved into, Swadloon, and I think that was the last thing I saw. No, I stopped watching cable around that time. Like, I just wasn't watching TV much anymore by then. So... I forgot, I gave, Galvantula a Bright Powder. No, but apparently, like, there was gonna be, like, this big thing involving, like, Team Rocket and Team Plasma, and, like, there was gonna be, like, a huge arc. And then something happened, and they had to scrap that entire plot line, and then 5th Gen's anime just never recovered. But, like, they tried to make the Rockets, like, serious threats in, Unova, and then it just really didn't pan out. I don't even know if that's, like... Oh, okay. I remember one of the first pieces of fan art I saw of this was, like, your character comes up to Skyla, and she's like, hey, did you have fun with the cannons? And, like, your face is just, like, you have, like, a broken nose, and you're just, like, pouring blood from it. What if I put Luca out at first? Because Kish is obviously gonna sweep this. Haha, I've been waiting for you. You can't beat me now that you've got brain damage. This time, let's try something else. And she starts, like, punching you. Karate chops you in, like, the throat. That's another move that... See, that's not a pilot's outfit. I can see her hooch. Enjoy this broken Nisei Monogatari. Look at my lumping little candle. I will kill you. Ah, great. Now that poor thing can't remember if I heard it. You kind of were. You just, like, slid. Oh, okay. That's bad. Oh, no. It actually didn't deal as much damage as I thought it would. Hello, Yarn. Yeah, Skyla karate chops a toothbrush right in your mouth. Man, I went to the dentist today, because, first off, now I know it's not my fault. The dentist fucked up my filling. Because I complained to my dentist, and I was like, hey, like, I think my filling hurts. Like I'm not saying that you messed it up or anything. And she's like, no, I can't have messed it up. It's the tooth next to it. It's still got that little cavity. It's gotta be that. I'm like, okay, that sounds right. And she's like, yeah, no, here, we'll put you to the specialist to get it checked out. Maybe get a root canal if you need it. I'm like, alright. So I go there, and then he's, like, looking at it. And he takes, like, the x-ray, and he's like, are you sure it's this one, she said? I'm like, yeah, that's what she told me. And he's like, alright, I'm gonna do a little test. Here's a little, like, and then he, like, got some of those, you know that little, like, metal tool that, like, doctors use to, like, look at your teeth? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna tap your teeth, with this. Tell me if this hurts. And he, like, taps the one that the dentist said is fucked up, and I'm like, nah, that doesn't feel anything. He's like, alright, what about this one? And I was like, alright, yeah, that hurts. He's like, yeah, no, that cavity's fucked up. We're gonna have to fix this. I'm like, cool. Guess I was right all along. I mean, I guess that's what happens, you know, with the fucking welfare dentist, but... What is my hidden power? I forget what hidden power Lil Squish has. Hopefully it's useful. Wonderful. I kept it. It's gotta be like bug or grass or something. Or electric. No. Electric could be super effective. Is quick attack like the only move this thing has? Oh, there we go. That was Skyla. Thanks, Skyla. We could fight with our full strength and use quick attack a few times. Jesus. I get I'm a little over-leveled, but, like... That was an especially poor showing. Yowza! Acrobatics is such a fun move. I was super into the competitive scene when 5th gen dropped. And, Acrobatics was a move that I really, like, thought was super cool. I'm like, wow, look, you get, extra power for not holding an item. That's super cool. Oh, Skyla, you're my favorite gym leader in the series. I wish I looked like you. Anyway. Do I have... Who's Acrobatics? 62. I don't know why I was thinking it was 51. I think that's Steel Wing in this game. And no one can learn it. Great. I don't know, I just like Skyla's design. Most of the gym leaders don't really get a whole lot to them, so... You kind of just really have to go on their design or team. It wasn't really until, like, 9th... Well, I remember, man, thinking, like, 5th gen is like, wow, look, the gym leaders are, like, actual people. And then, oh, Jesus Christ, it's in. I I don't think my Pokemon were the one getting hurt there. You saw me just, like, hit a wall with the cannon, right? Whatever. Put your pussy on the phone. I feel like this has meme potential. Oh no, I just caught this Litwick. Okay, thank God it likes me. Aw. Yeah, it just in comes up, it's like, hey, it's a boy! Just like gives you a little kiss on the cheek and like hugs you and pats your Pokeballs. I wonder what those could do. Aw. Yeah, it's the smiling friends of Pokemon. Could someone draw, like, Charlie is in? Pokemon are not tools for people to use. That's why I'm gonna use the legendary dragon to make people see my will. I do like Valerie. X and Y came out at a really weird time, unfortunately. Like, I feel like even, like, one generation, or maybe even, like, a year later, and, like, Valerie could have gotten some, like, actual, like, fan art. She just kind of, like, slipped through the cracks. Rhyme was a really cool design. Yeah, she's 10 years out from being a they-them. Valerie's design feels a lot like... Because X and Y's, like, alpha thing was that it was going to be about aliens. So, like... Valerie feels like a bit of a leftover from that. Valerie won't exist in that game, silly. That's another thing when people are like, oh, I can't wait for Emmett to be in Legend ZA. And I'm like, no, you don't want Emmett. You want another random person. Ingo is cool because no one expected him to come. If you expect him to come, it's not as cool. What's going on here? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Just say, this looks like Charlie and the like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory here. Like, here's Uncle Grandpa or whatever. That's not his name. My bad. Cool. I do, you know what I kind of hope comes back in ZA? Like, I know it, like, Seasons is a Unova thing, but, like, it would be a perfect opportunity, like, with how, like, Pokemon games have been doing, like, weather-based stuff recently, I think Legend ZA would be a perfect chance to, like, really take advantage of it. Yarn, do you think you could do a Valerie cosplay at some point? Would not that be epic? I forgot, how do I... You can change the things like gear, right? How do I get up here? With the... Or do I have to, like, come at it from, like, a... Huh! Well, yeah, but that's what, like, wigs are for. No, you can't have a Boldorf or an Emolga. Other way around, maybe, so I can get a Gigalith without trading. Oh, you just walk. Boy, I've forgotten so much about this game. Like, I remember... I put a decent... Like, there was a decent amount of time between me playing White 2 again, or Black 2 versus, like, the stream. And, like, it's been a... That was... I replayed Black 2 in 2017 and did this stream in 2020, and I still felt like it had been a long time. And now it's been 4 years. So it's like, man. This guy looks like Faulkner. You know what? One cosplay I wanted to do when I was like super into my JoJo phase in 2015, I really wanted to do a cosplay of Gyro Zeppeli. And that obviously did not happen. But, and you know the main reason it didn't happen, I wasn't, like, I was kind of overweight. Well, actually, yeah, I was overweight at the time. But, I didn't want to shave my beard to make it look like his. I think it's the sole reason I didn't do a Gyro cosplay. You know, I thought this fire breather guy would be breathing fire, so I sent Luca out, and now I look like a diddly-dang fool. I don't know, what do you guys think of Emolga? Like, as a Pokemon. That's another thing about, like, doing, like, JoJo cosplay. It's always, like, you have to, like, use, like, lipstick. And, like, you know me, non-binary. Trans femme. I am, like, the idea of, like, equipping, Jesus. The idea of, putting lipstick on still just makes me want to, like, tear my eyes out. For some reason, makeup makes me really uncomfortable. Even, like, seeing it on other people makes me really uncomfortable sometimes. But the idea of actually putting it on, no, I'd rather claw my eyes out. Hey! Critical hit. Good job, Luca. Well, like, non-binary trans. It's not like I'm taking HRT or anything. But that's the James Stephanie Sterling approach. Heal me, my Luca. She is hurt. He is hurt. Oh yeah, that was like the big thing about, I still thought I was entirely cis the last time I streamed this. I didn't figure that out until mid-2021. And the last time I streamed this was, 2020, so... X-Scissor! Actually, I think I have something I can... Actually, we might have a couple things I could learn X-Scissor. I know people talk up Black and White 2, Elisa. And usually I'm all up for the black hair versus blonde hair, but I still think I prefer Black and White 1, Elisa. Aha! Do I want Humps to learn X-Scissor? What does Humps have? It's definitely better than Bug Bite. If only I was a technician, Scizor. Scizor's a really cool Pokemon. I kind of just want to, like, use, like, 90% of the stream just to talk about Pokemon designs I love. 2 of them! I was totally unprepared for 2 of them. Yeah, I've been planning that little bit for, like, weeks now. I'm about to get murdered by 2 deer. No, I see what you're talking about. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, but I got away. For some reason, I thought you couldn't escape double battles. Hey, a Cubchoo! I've been thinking a lot about Watchog recently, too. Just, you ever, like, get to a point where, like, a Pokemon just, is so... I mean, we literally just talked about this, when a Pokemon gets so forgettable that it becomes, like, it, like, sticks in your head. I've been thinking a lot about Patrat and, Watchog a lot recently because of that. Like, no one talks about Patrat and Watchog. And for good reason. I mean, look at this thing. But, like, for some reason, like, because of that, it's been sticking in my head so much. It's one of the things I want to get love in, Inferno is the best. Yeah, I don't want that. It's something that I want to get a Colossian for in ZA. Come on, I want to give up on Inferno. Alright. I will probably one-shot that poor thing. It's not that I dislike its design. It's just... I don't know. Some 5th-gen Pokemon kind of fell through the cracks just because at the time, Oh no, Luca! I forgot Cupchew could even learn Brine. Alright, I have one chance to catch this thing that I'm not even going to use. Except I kind of want to use it. Well, actually, no. In this game, it was bad. I think like a generation later, nailed it. I think it'll, like, Beartick only has, like, 100 attack in this game. And I think, like, a generation later, it went up to 130, so maybe I don't want to use Beartick. Plus, I hate Cubchew's snot thing. I don't know why, like, that's, like, a big thing. You're like, oh, let's do snot. What do we name this thing? Wait, no, I've got it. Hello, Weeby. Of the Mega Buster variety. There we go, Snotty. Get it, because it's like snot. Snot rag. My big issue with Brassy... God effing damn it, man. I fucked this up like 3 times. Glad that I said God effing damn it and then said fuck immediately after. I've been playing Persona 5, if I say effing at all, by the way. Persona 5 Royal. Remember how I said I wouldn't buy Royal because it's a, it really should have just been a $15 DLC? I bought Royal twice last year. I got it on Switch, and then for some reason just never got around to playing it on Switch. And then it was on sale, and then I was like, yeah, maybe I'll start it. And then it went down to like 25 bucks during the Steam sale. And, I was like, well, cool, now I can do it at 60 FPS, and bought it sight unseen. Which, by the way, that's not a benefit with Persona 5 Royal. I'm not saying that 60 FPS is, like, bad, necessarily. It's just, like, some of the, like, Rab and I were talking about this. Some of the loading screens in Royal at 60 frames per second, and some of just the screens in general, give me a really bad motion sickness. Like, I'm playing it, and I'm like, yeah, this is so cool, and then, like, Joker moves really fast. I'm like, whoa! The first time that happened to me was actually Monster Hunter World. And that was in 30 FPS. But, that's just a Ryuji thing, because other characters say fuck in Royal. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I downloaded, that's not what I meant to do. I quote-unquote downloaded Kingdom Hearts on the PC. I'm like, yeah, cool, let's see how this looks at 120 frames per second. And it was kind of cool, and then it's like, alright, time to do combat, and then, like, Sora does this, like, flipsy-dipsy combat stuff, and I'm like, whoa! Just, like, immediately, like, I'm gonna hurl, and I had to, like, turn it down to 60. I don't know what people are talking about. I'm like, oh, you gotta play at 120 FPS. I'm like, how can you stomach that? I think I'm just turning into an old man, because, like, I could not. It was a lot. Yeah, Evie, your rival runs are really, a really fun idea. I kind of want to try doing one. Now, it's gonna be harder now that, like, all the Wi-Fi stuff is shutting down. Like, 3DS is gone now. Though, I mean, there are ways to get it back. Ramos is one I forget a lot of the time. I like Milo, just because the baby face is, like, really memorable. I want there to be a grass gym leader that comes in later. Erica and Ramos are the ones that come in latest, being the 4th gym leaders. Like, I want a gym leader, like... Imagine, like, getting a grass pseudo. It doesn't even have to be a dragon. Like, imagine if Sarina was a pseudo, and, like, one of the last, trial captains you fought was grass. I love the Chicago rat hole. I'd forgotten about that, thank you. It being the Pat rat hole would be great. Do you think there's anyone listening to this now thinking, like, well, actually, no, there's 5 of you. And I doubt any of you are sexually attracted to Pat Rat. Like, someone's hearing, like, Pat Rat Hole, and they're like, yeah. Yeah, Malo's trial was kind of rough. I had, every time I've gone through Alola, I've had... Well, it was never Incineroar, but then I had Torracat, but, like, even as a Torracat, and I had a Furium Z, so you'd figured it would be easy, but no, sometimes it, like, really, like, makes you sit for a second and, like, holy crap, I might actually lose this. Kind of forgot about Sharon. I think Sharon was, like, him being the gym leader in Black and White 2, and his team just being a higher-leveled version of the exact team that all of his gym leaders' trainers were using. That was the first time a gym leader team really bugged me. I don't remember Ramos's gym is the thing. I remember it was in the trailer, but it's been so long since I've actually gone through X and Y all the way. It's been 11 years. I played it at launch and then never really did it again, besides a little bit at the stream. Oh, is he gonna take himself out with takedown? Please! Yes! Yes! Oh, what a sight, what a sight, what a vision. Oh god, I love that. Didn't Ramos have a jump bluff? It was like a jump bluff, a Go-Goat, and a Weepinbell, right? Weepinbell's fun. I know, like, X and Y is all about Kanto, but, like, putting Weepinbell on the 4th gym leader's team, I don't know, I think that takes guts. I think that's fun. Yeah, I know we just mentioned, someone just mentioned it earlier, but, Brassius really... Yeah, here's the other thing. Not only Brassius needed a Brambleghast, but, like, Briar also clearly looks like a Brambleghast, like, right down to her eyes. And she doesn't even have a team! Like, they just made 2 Brambleghast-themed trainers, and neither of them had a gosh dang Brambleghast. I think that's hilarious. Lapis! Now it's time for one of Casey's least favorite Pokemon. Oh no, X and Y had really bad gym leaders. Like, as far as, like, memorable stuff goes. I just remember being super disappointed, because, like, they hyped Viola up. Like, in the anime and all that. I was like, wow, she must be really important. And, you know, we were coming off of 5th gen having, like, really, like, gym leaders being really important. And then, like, give up on acid! Nah, it's the lumps make Casey uncomfortable. And so X and Y's gym leaders just, like, really being nothing. Like, that really bothered me. Well, it was a fine battle for the other guy, not for you. Jeez, dude, you're like a 10. I'm sorry, you're like 16. I forgot they're older in this game. I was about to say, if you were there for 5th gen competitive, you will never forget Politoed. Hey, Surf. Actually, there is something I want to try, then. I'm 14 and this is deep. What a fun subreddit. I'm gonna burp really loudly. Sorry, I should have warned you better than that. What's up, Mr. Hiker Man? Yeah, I've got a grass type, and statistically, you have rock types. Alright, let's bet. Boldor. Is it gonna be Boldor? It is really funny that when Pelipper got Drizzle, like, Politoed's usage just, like, fell through the roof. Like everyone just... Fuck you. Everyone just completely dropped Politoed once Pelipper got, Drizzle. I used Azumarill when I played through Black and White 2. Rather, just Black 2. And, really, that was the savior of my team. My team was so ground weak that, like, all of Iris's Pokemon having Earthquake and everything, I don't think I would have won if I didn't have Azumarill. I'm gonna say, like, I don't know if there's any evolution that I dislike. I don't quite get the hype for Umbreon. Umbreon is, I mean, it's a fine design, but, like, I don't hate it. I don't hate Umbreon. I'm just a little baffled as to why, like, it's the, most popular evolution. And it was, like, in that, one voting thing in 2020, I think it took number 5 overall. Like, Umbreon is huge, and I don't quite get why. I love Glaceon. Glaceon's my favorite of the batch. I'm just talking about designs, like, Umbreon's fun to use. There is something I really want to try, so we're not going to go through Twist Mountain yet. I don't know. I'm a little upset with Flareon, because when I went through Shield, I tried using, like, Pokemon I never used, so my team was shit like Unpheasant, Flareon, and, like, people, like, talk up how bad Flareon is. Flareon's bad. Like, even when they finally gave it everything it needed, Flareon just sucks. There is nothing good about using Flareon. And I think, like, I ended up, like, having, like, a really negative experience with Shield just because my team was, like, fucking horrible. And, like, I was, like, even when I was over-leveled, I was kind of getting my shit kicked in. Like, well, I had it, and you know who the star of my team was? Steve-O sent me a, huge power Diggersby. And that was the star of my team. Diggersby has kicked everyone's ass. I love Espeon. Yeah, I don't think there's a bad evolution design-wise. I'm gonna dump off Kishbug for right now. It's a little higher level than everything else. Alright, do I have... Did I not catch a single Flying-type Pokemon? Hey, Flex University. What did I name all these guys? Oh no. Taco! Why did I name it this? That's funny, at least. Shrubsy. Floofles? Why did I name it Bimbo? Akame got killed. Trev's eggs. Oncholius. Why did I... There had to have been a reason I named you Fargus. Rose Gold Heart. Oh yeah, because LGM's and Rose Gold Hearts. Puppy. Snotty and Kishba. Did I not catch a single Flying-type Pokemon? Shit. Where's the closest Flying-type Pokemon I can catch? I don't want to use a flying type. I just want to teach one fly. Is Rufflet here? God damn. Oh, the famous New York zebras. How would you feel like if you were just like walking through the woods in like upstate New York and a zebra just came out? The Starly line is stellar. I think I was thinking about it the other day, and like everyone loves Staraptor. I don't think there's a single person that looks at Staraptor and thinks, "Yeah, I don't like this." Yeah, I thought they were a little late. That just happens. Yeah, they all got out of the zoo. But are there any flying type Pokemon here? I might just be barking up the wrong tree here. Yeah, let me look up with that. Yeah, Staraptor was, I don't know, I think everyone's first Sinnoh team at Staraptor. Close Combat was just a dope fucking move in that game. Now, I have a soft spot for the Tailo line, because, like, the first time I ever went through the game without using my starter, I made a Swellow my pseudo starter. And that Swellow did a really good. Rab, how would you feel if an electric zebra attacked you? Well, you'd probably be unhappy about that. Like, you just saw a zebra, and it was, like, clear that it had electrical powers, and it just, like, nodded at you and, like, walked back into the woods. How would you feel? Like, you're not getting attacked, you're just, Lost, I got some pen. Oh, no! Alright, let's see. This is Route 7. Let's look up Unova Route 7. See if there's a flying-type Pokemon I can get here. There are no flying types. Oh no, I can Dark Grass, I can get Tranquil. I can get Unpheasant in the Wrestling Grass. Alright, so I just gotta find some Dark Grass and I can find a Tranquil and we can catch that and fly. Jesus Christ, blue zebras. My god. How have you made it, Rab? How have you gone through your life knowing that just there are blue zebras out and about, just waiting for you to slip up? Two zebras? I was entirely unprepared for two zebras. I'm not gonna be able to escape from this, am I? Wonderful. Great, now the electric zebras are flaming. These aren't just any zebras, they're gay zebras. But get this, he's gay, I mean blind, oh god, I mean blind. Does anyone remember that? There was a news story about, like, someone who was blind who climbed up Mount Everest, and, like, the news anchor telling, god damn it, the news anchor telling the story was like, he climbed up Mount Everest, but get this, he's gay, I mean blind, oh gosh, I mean blind. I love, like, those, like, videos where, like, news anchors, like, mess up. You ever see the one where, like, it was, like, a Louisville, Kentucky thing, and, like, the cop who died... No, I don't think he was gay. She just, like... I don't know why she said that. Like, they talked about, like, a dead cop who died. And, it was just like, we talk now to memorialize this fallen Louisville police officer, and her name was, like, Deirdre Mengado. And what she said was Dee Megadoodoo. And was like, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. And then she, like, fucked it up again, and then, like, the video just cuts. Dee Megadoodoo is definitely my favorite thing. Like, my favorite news anchor goof. I also like the ones where, like, there's no malice or, like, anger, or just, like, they just show, like, what was it? Like, the really fat cat who was, like, they, like, had it, like, on a treadmill under, like a water treadmill to, like, help with its weight, and, like, the news anchor was just, like, losing her shit laughing at it. Or the Chris P. Bacon, one. Oh my god, that one! The lady, like, fell out. She's like, oh, 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 oh. I feel bad, like, she actually sounds like she got hurt there. I thought there was gonna be a Tranquil here. What's all this? Dark Grass. Cup Chew is 30%. Oh my god, Tranquil doesn't pop up in the winter. Boy, the one season! Alright, so I guess I just have to wait. Alright, let's go pick Kishbug back up. It's been so long since I've dealt with the weather that I've forgotten that, I think it's gotta be like a really bad gaff. What was it? I forget his name, not Brian Adams, that's an entirely different guy. Like, one guy who was, like, a really big news anchor, it's like, said something that, like, there was, like, a conflict in the Middle East, and he was like, I would know. I was there. And he was just, like, making shit up, and he got shit canned for that. So, like, a gaffe probably... Like, you could probably get away with a gaffe or two, unless it's, like, you accidentally drop a slur or something. But, like, just straight up, like, lying, yeah, you probably can't get away with. Ha, Russ. I think Casey had snow, like, really recently. It was super cold here in Maryland. It was super cold up until, like, this week. Like, it was, like, in the 30s and stuff until all of a sudden it's like, cool, now it's high 70s for the rest of time. It got cold really early and stayed cold for a long time. I went camping in October and, like, it was, like, 20 degrees at night. And I got a strong sleeping bag, and even then I was like, I could have brought another blanket. I mean, I had a good time. I specifically waited to camp in October because I wanted it to be cool. A little bit, anyway. Dude, Clay, I saw your daughter. Ain't that great? We didn't get a Univa remake because Indigo Disc was like, here's a couple Univa references. Oh yeah, Rab, Clay's daughter is a boss in, Indigo Disc. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, his daughter is, like, super cutesy with, like, pink hair. And, like, talks with a bit of a southern accent. And then, like, you, like, do her social links. And then it's like, yeah, it's like, and then you find out that her dad is Clay. And, like, the ace on her team, like, she's a fairy-type gym leader. Well, fairy-type Elite 4, technically. And, her ace is an Excadrill, same as Clay's, that goes Terra into Fairy. And it's super cool. She kicked my ass. Indigo Disc was hard. I don't know what I'm gonna do on the stream. I eventually get back to that. I need to switch out. Oh, Kishbug! I got beat up by 2 girls. Girls were kicking my ass. Yeah, Amaris, I think, beat me twice. Just because the team I had set up for... She was the first of the gym leader, the Elite Four that I took on. And I really just wasn't ready for her. And she steamrolled me the first time. And then I got some bad accuracy rolls the second time. I got it the third time, though. Really, the guys were a lot easier. Like, Crispin and Drayton were free. But yeah, no, I brought like 12 different Pokemon into Indigo Disc, so like, that couldn't happen to me. Like, I was like constantly switching out my mons in Indigo Disc. The only ones I kept on my team full-time were Ogerpon and Archaludon. Does anyone remember that show? It was on Adult Swim in like 2006, not Adult Swim, sorry, Cartoon Network in like 2006, 2007. I love Carmine. She's like my favorite character in that entire game. She was so much fun. But yeah, that show on Cartoon Network in like 2006, 2007. Class of 3000. Does that strike anyone as familiar? I'm really curious if anyone else remembers that. I think it's lost media now. I don't think like any, I don't think it's on any... Yeah, it was the music one. I don't think any streaming service has it. I think it's technically lost media. Like, it never got a home release, and I don't think you can stream it at all. But the point being, the music teacher, who was played by, like, Andre 3000, I think. Or it was his show or something. The music teacher was named Sonny Bridges. And, So that's what I named my Archelodon Sunny. I'm like, here you go. Here's your class of 3000 reference in this video game from 2023. Really? That wouldn't surprise me. Music rights are so fucked. Like, has anyone heard of that game Secret of Evermore? It was like Squaresoft of America, like, just took the battle system and whatnot from Secret of Mana and made basically a proto-WRPG of it called Secret of Evermore. And because of the music in it, like, the rights are, like, lost between, like, 9 different entities because of that. And, like, you'll never see a Secret of Evermore re-release. Yeah, I'm gonna say that here, and you can quote this stream. I will quite literally eat something inedible if, like, I'll grill a sock and try to eat part of it on stream if Secret of Evermore even so much as gets referenced by Square nowadays. Jeepers creepers. Thank you, Evie. By the way, Evie, thank you so much for keeping up with that. That has been making me so much goddamn money. That new Mana game, what was it, Visions of Mana, is like really making me wish that I didn't have that Square Enix boycott, because I really want that new Mana game. Haha, you're burned now, and you can barely tell because you're already red. That came across a little, unfortunately. Goodbye, throw. At least with Dragon Quest, I can pretend I'm doing something good. I'm worried about 12. Did you hear that the director on it left? Not Yuji Horii. There was like another director on it, or a producer. Point being, someone major for Dragon Quest 12 left Square Enix. Worker brand. Yeah, you Miyake. I saw Miyake, but I'd really like. I want to be a fly on the wall with 12's development team. Oh, they moved. I don't know. I thought he left. My bad. Square Enix's mobile games are really funny because you spend all that money and then shit-can them after like 5 minutes. What was it, like, Mana had like 2 gachas? And like both of them like died like in less than a year. Like, I don't think Visions of Mana lasted a full year. See, Evie, that makes sense, because, like, there was a musical number for every episode of that show. I could imagine that got... That would be annoying for a full team with someone who didn't already have an absolute music career. Oh, I said absolute. The absolute state of this guy's music career. This Excadrill in the LP, I think it was this specific Excadrill, when I LP'd Pokemon Black back in April of 2011... This is where I shit-canned my, This is where I shit-canned my starter, because I had a... I had a Samurott, and he was Torrent boosted, Adamant, Aqua Jet, and the Excadrill lived. Oh no, my Servine! Superior. Oh, if only you had Contrary. It's really funny that, like, ever since it got Contrary, Superior's constantly been OU. I don't know, I like Superior. It doesn't have anything going for it in 5th gen, but... Yeah, I have so many mutuals into Limbus, and I'm just like, I'm not touching a fucking gacha, man. Wait, someone uploaded all of Class of 3000 to YouTube? Holy crap. My god. Why were you hiding in dirt, my good man? Dude, Heath! You're in the wrong hole, man! You gotta be back in, Paldea! Yeah, you know what I ended up watching the entirety of on YouTube because I saw it was there, so I'm like, cool, I'm gonna watch this because it was one of my favorite shows as a teenager. You guys ever hear of 16? That Cartoon Network show about, like, the Canadian one in the mall? It's like, I'm 16, starting to find my way, shit in my pants, gonna come to my daddy's gang. That's not how the song goes. But, love 16 to death. Whole thing is on YouTube. It was at the time. That might have been, like, 5 years ago. Whole thing was on YouTube. I watched it while doing like a huge RuneScape grind. That might have actually been during the big funny of 2020. Heh, that rhymes now. I had a lot of time where I could play just non-stop RuneScape and do nothing else, so I just spent it grinding Slayer and watching 16. I'm like, boy, 13-year-old me would be so proud of the man I became. At the time. 13-year-old me would look at me now and think, wow, pathetic. Aw, I'm the shit. Oh yeah, sorry. There is a skill on RuneScape called Slayer, where you get assigned to kill certain monsters. And so every one of those monsters you kill, you get experience in a skill called Slayer. And the higher your Slayer level goes, you gain the ability to fight special monsters that can only... Like, canonically, the whole thing about them is that they have really weird methods to kill them. So you're getting taught along the way of how to kill really rare, dangerous monsters. Yeah, we should have a group watch of 16, except no, we shouldn't. I love that show a little too much, and if anyone said that it was mid, I think I would cry. I keep meaning to join the Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, 2023, I was not healthy of the mentally variety. I should do more to engage with the fans and the friends. That's the whole reason I'm streaming now. I want to put my... I started the stream and I was like, for the first 10 minutes, I'm just like, oh, I should just quit now and postpone this. And now I'm like, okay, cool, we're happy again. You all are fixing my mental health one chat at a time. I love that, like, Twist Mountain, like, look at what you can just, like, go places. Look at this, because it's snowing, you can just, like, skip half the dungeon. Isn't that cool? Dr. Hank. Rab, specifically Rab, literally no one else is allowed to answer this. If you went to the doctor and he specifically looked at you and said, hey, I'm Dr. Hank, would you let him examine your toe? Like, you went in specifically because you dropped a 52-pound weight on your toe. Would you let Dr. Hank examine your toe? Like your big toe, you dropped a 50-pound weight on it. 52-pound weight. Is your Dr. Art? No goddamn way. Damn, to Sneck's first fight, and he already got his shit kicked in. 5th gen is like... I think I've mentioned this before. In almost every run of 5th gen I've done, besides my White 2 run, I've just boxed my starter every single time. But this time I'm gonna make Sneck work. Actually, yeah, I feel like a Southern State doctor would have to be named Hank, huh? No, Dr. Yank is a porn star. Would you go to a prostitute whose specific things like, they call me Dr. Yank? I'm like, why do they call you that? And then, you know, she jerks you off for money. Or he. You don't have to answer that, viewers. In fact, I'm gonna pretend I didn't even say it. You like King of the Hill? My cat just opened my door. I did not close it all the way. Hey, Leaf. Want to say hi to the viewers? Leaf does not want to say hi to the viewers. You've offended Leaf. Crystal mine? What about crystal yours? Well, what could be in here? I think there's like an item you can only get during the winter here. That certainly isn't it. I remember watching this one guy on YouTube who like did like an entire like retrospective of like classic Yu-Gi-Oh! And I think he got up to GX, and I don't know if he ever finished. Or if they ever made another video again. I don't remember if I even subscribed, so like I feel like I should have if I liked it, but I remember specifically because of that video I downloaded Master Duel. And I played like one round of like a tutorial and I got bored and I uninstalled it. Yeah, he's like making like the GX video now. I assume. You know, God forbid if something happened to him, hopefully not. I remember really liking the like, I was super into, Yu-Gi-Oh! At that point in my life. Like, I would, like, buy the I never had anyone to play it with. So, I just collected the cards. Like, drove my dad into, like, debt. No, I didn't. Like, just buying Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards just to look at them. So I barely played. But I liked collecting the cards. And I remember when GX came, I was like, wow, that's really cool! Hello, Kimmy! I should play the PSP games. I've been looking for more games to put on my PSP. It's not in Lumpus. Yeah, as much as I love... You know how much I love Pokemon. I don't know why... I never got super into collecting Pokemon cards. I remember... Jesus, Krokorok is kicking my ass. I got the trading card game on the Game Boy Color as a kid, and I was super excited. And I brought it to daycare once to play it. And it got stolen the exact same day. Like, I had that game for a grand total of, like, 50... Not even 24 hours before I just never had it again. And they never found out who did it. So, like, that was just it. Boy, Lumpus, this was not your best showing. I'm gonna give you a moo moo milk, but you really gotta, Wow! That's the first time I've ever gotten dicked by embargo. To Snake! I'll tell you what, though. Like, right next to me, in my, my magical bag of tricks, which is to say a file cabinet that has some recording material, there are, I think, probably 4 or 5 unopened packs of a gold and silver expansion, like, booster set. In my, file cabinet right here. And you might be saying, wow, that's big money. Wrong. They are Japanese. From what I understand, Japanese cards do not have anywhere near as much resale value. But we'll just say, I had someone in my family who did a lot of worldly travel. So, these kids got the cool stuff from all sorts of different countries. And sometimes that benefited me. Occasionally, I would get the cool stuff from different countries. And I don't know why I never opened these, but now it just kind of feels like, how long can I go without opening these? And will they... I think I looked this up. And, like, it was like, how much could I sell this? And it was, like, $5. I'm like, that's not even worth going to the store and buying a fucking manila envelope to sell. Actually, I'm gonna look up where I can get a dusk stone in black and white. I've misspelled dusk stone as dusk steeb. Let's see, black and white, Mistrelton Cave, or Route 10. Oh, that's what I needed a flyer for. I want to go to Mistrelton Cave. Yeah, it's like, every time I look up, like, individual cards, I'm like, here, it's like $30 for this one card. I'm like, how do you have the money to keep up with this? Like, when I was watching that Yu-Gi-Oh! Video, people were like, yeah, we were paying like $100 for, like, one copy of Mechanical Chaser. I'm like, how did you justify spending that much money knowing that this card was going to be outdated in, like, weeks? Like, watching that video made me realize that, like, gacha games have been around for a long time. They just used to have physical cards attached to them. Like, especially with, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! You had to, like, have known, like, going in with, like, Magic the Gathering that, like, you were gonna have to, spend a shitload of money to be culturally relevant. Sharon, what if we, like, made out with tongue? Man, Mechanical Chaser. It is crazy. Hello. I have not, canonically. You guys ever been on AO3 and looked up Comicfy or Symphon? There's a story there. No, my big thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Was, I had 2 Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, and the first one I got was, Forbidden Memories on the PlayStation 1. And if you know anything about Forbidden Memories on the PlayStation 1, I'll accept your apology for that right now. Because the game was horrific bullshit, had no rules, except anything you actually wanted, you would never be able to buy with the star chips by putting in the codes. So just, I don't know what the point of releasing that game was. Like, you couldn't beat it. An adorable ore that shakes my core. Penis gaming, like, really is, like, the best way to describe it. But then I had a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX game, Duel Academy, on the Game Boy Advance. Hey, not bad. And I just sucked at that one. I just flat sucked at that. Spider Rider? I don't think I've ever heard of Spider Riders. Have you guys ever heard of this cartoon called Timo Supremo? I had a friend in elementary school who I think actually is in the animation business now. And his big thing is he would watch all the cartoons. Like, any cartoon that existed, like, he would be there day one. And he would just sit there and he would draw all of them. And it got to a point where, like, he could actually draw, like... He was one of those people, like, we're like, hey, draw me, like, Robin from Teen Titans. And he would, like, do it perfectly. Like, perfectly imitate... And keep in mind, he's, like, 9 at the time. And he would perfectly imitate the art style without reference material. Like, he would just, from his memory, perfectly draw, like, Robin or Beast Boy, like, right from there. It's like, yeah, no, I go home, I watch cartoons, and I just draw them over and over again. And I ran into him again in high school. And, I ran into him again in high school, and he, because we were all in the multimedia class, we had a film festival in April, and, he submitted, like, a whole, like, hand-animated thing, and, like, everyone else was just, like, submitting, like, just shitty home movies, because, you know, we were 12, kids who were fucking around. And he submitted like this whole animated movie, and everyone was like, whoa, 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 what the hell is this? No one was expecting quality from this. Look, it's that thing from Elden Ring. Anyway, point being, we were in the same daycare, and like there was a huge mural on the wall that he drew, which was all cartoons and like just perfect like memories of like the cartoon he watched. And I recognized all of them because I watched a lot of TV and cartoons back then. And there was one on it called Timo Supremo, and I was like, I've never heard of this. And like, I thought he made it up. Like I thought like that was his thing. Hold up. Oh, wow, I didn't... Like, Bryson Man was... foreshadowed. Cool! Excuse me with the pregnant Barbie one? Point being, I thought he made up Timo Supremo, so when I found out it was an actual cartoon, like, years later, like, I was watching a Mr. Inter review on it, I was like, I thought this show was made up. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I was thinking about him recently. Yeah, my Duosian loves me. Does your Duosian love you, viewers? Oh, Jesus, Cammy. Oh, wow, this is where you get the experience. Did I ever get the experience share in this game? I don't think I did. I was gonna say, I think I was recognized, like, in high school just because one of my girlfriends at the time was, like, a super weeb. And so everyone kind of knew her, so when I was, you know, sitting there dating her, everyone was like, oh, hey, Adam. I'm like, oh. Do I want to be known for this? Oh god, here we go. Oh god, here we go. Boy, they really just kind of gave me the answer. Oh, Jesus. Alomomola? What? Boy, I don't... Can I just, like, search? Is it lifestyle? Boy, remember when this was a thing? All that for an antidote? Screw that. You know what I miss about college? 3DS Street Pass. Oh, wow, Mienfu! I didn't think you guys came this early. I thought you were also in front of the Elite Four as well. I like Mienfu. Shame it evolved so late. Yeah, Russ, how would you feel if you walked into a building and like someone just like needled you and you were like, ah! I'm like, cool, enter this like do trivia night at my local bar. This is the 7th gym, actually. Nougat. Alright, let's see. Dragon, Spiral... I want to see if there's a flying mon, because I really want to fly back and do something, but... Entrance. God, not in the winter. Boy, this is the worst season if you want to fly around, huh? Yeah, wow, there is nothing to fly on if you do this in the winter. What am I gonna do? I don't want to have to walk back. Hello, Jay. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to do PK Hex or something. Or like cheat in a bunch of rare candies and catch a Golid. Boss suck. I was gonna say, like, I think I might have to do Golurk. But it comes in a little late. Actually, this would be the perfect opportunity to see what my hidden power is again. It might be grass. If it's not very effective, it's grass. Alright, it must be bug then, because it wasn't very effective against the flying mom, but it was super effective against the... Or maybe it's fighting. Alright, so it's either bug or fighting. I was gonna say, how would you feel if if you were attacked by a deer that could shoot an energy ball at you? Except I really thought that was gonna happen to me at one point. When I lived and I lived at Towson, actually, well, yeah, this will be a perfect opportunity. If I hit Mienfoo with it and it's not very effective, yeah, Golett can learn Fly. Alright, hidden power. If it's not very effective, it's bug. If it's super effective, it is... You know what I mean. If it's regularly effective, rather. Alright, here we go. Find out what it is. Alright, it is hidden power bug. Why did I keep that? The point being, there was a, I had to walk up this huge staircase to get from campus to where I lived. And there were some trees near it. And there weren't, like, a lot of trees, but apparently it was enough for deer to live in, because at the top of the staircase one day was this huge, and I mean, like, the biggest doe, and it was a doe, it wasn't a buck, I wasn't gonna get gored here. Biggest doe I've ever seen. Just, like, looking down at me, not running away, not moving, just looking down at me like, hey, bro. And I'm like, hey. And I just kind of... Boy, howdy with the encounter right here. I just kind of, like, looked at it, and then I walked back and, like, took another entrance to get to the apartment complex, because I was like, I don't want to deal with this. This is scary. It's not that I think the deer would have hurt. And then, you know, the worst part about it was, I say all of this, and an hour later, I get an email from campus security saying, hey, a deer ran out into the road and got hit by a car, and we had to put it down, just in case you're wondering what that huge blood stain on the road is. And I was like, I really hope that is not the same deer. That would hurt my feelings. Though, you know what I saw? The very last day I was at Towson, I took my final exam, and I got in my car for the last time, never to return. And, in the distance of the parking lot, I see a family, not just one, a whole family with a mama and a bunch of babies. I'm assuming it was a mama, maybe it was a daddy. A mama and a whole bunch of baby foxes. Bright orange foxes. I was like, wow! I tried to get as close as I could to take a picture, and I got, like, halfway, like, I was, like, still at the other end of the parking lot when it was like, oh, I'm gonna bolt. I'm like, okay. I gotta zoom in really hard. Alright, I'm on Route 8. Do you think there's any chance in hell that, I can get a flying mon here in the winter? Alright, Palpitoad, Shelmet, and none of these pop up in the winter, obviously. Oh, there are no encounters here in the winter, unless I'm surfing. Wonderful. Surfing, I have a 100% chance to get a Stunfisk. Wowzers. Well, that's absolutely useless for me. You think I can... I think I have to beat Bryson before I can go into Dragon Spiral. How far... Do you think I can go in far enough to find a Golett? Wonderful. I'm never gonna be able to fly back. The one season, man. Unless I really do just want to fire up PK Hex just for the... You know what? Let me fire up PK Hex. Yeah, winter was fun in Twist Mountain, and I'm just like, I can't actually do anything right now. Alright, so I've done the save. Where do Desmume save? It's gotta be there. Alright, let's open up PK Hex. I've misspelled it. PK Hex.exe. She PK on my Hex till I fly. Alright, let's see. We are going to open up... Let's see. Last thing I edited was Ultramoon. Oh yeah, it's because I had to put... I did a hunt in an emulated version of Sun for Reshiram, and got it in under 100 encounters. I think I got it in 74 encounters. So I had to take it and then put its file on my Ultramoon so I could get it onto my game. Okay, let's see. Ultramoon. I'm sorry. Let's see. Is this my... Where's my save file? Oh, I have to actually export the save file, I forgot. Let's see, export backup memory. We will put this... LP... DS... Alright, and we'll call it, white save.sav. Alright, then I open up white save.sav. Oh, look at that. Everything's already there. What? You know Genesect can learn Fly, I think? Should I just make myself a Genesect? Yeah, let's make myself a Genesect. I'm not gonna use it, obviously, but, let's see, Met. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be legit. Yeah, we'll have this Genesect that's sole purpose is to fly us around. Alright, what are we naming this thing? What do we name the flying Genesect? Jerry. Call it Jerry the Genesect. I kind of like that, actually. We're gonna call it, Jerry... I forgot, Jerry... Or do we call it, like, Jenny? Let's call it Jenny. With a G. So it looks like Genny. Seinfeld joke, do not name it that. We'll name our Genesect, Ped... No, Carpundle. Let's name it, Here, I'll name it the one name you didn't use in, your Final Fantasy Legends thing. We'll name it Gart. Oh, wait, I can't, because there's the Sect of Genes. We're gonna call it, Best Genist. Oh, you can't actually... I forgot, it's like, you can't actually give a nickname to the Genesect in here. Because it's technically... 100 Jax! Alright, well, there we go. 100 Jax. Why won't you let me name it? Oh, I was... Goddamn. That was not... I was not putting that in the nickname. I just tried to create a Pokemon called 100 Jax. There we go. I've created 100 Jax. Now we will export the Sav as white save 2. Alright, so now we will import backup memory. Thank you all for watching this, by the way. DS stuff. White Sav 2. Save data cannot be readily determined. Well, we might fuck things up, but whatever. See how this pans out. It looks fine. I hope I didn't break it. This should work, right? Yeah, see, look, we're right here. We just have to go into the thing and see if 100 Jax works. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter what emulator you're using, just as long as you can get a save file from a Pokemon game, PK Hex will work. Let's see. Yeah, there we go! 100 Jax! Level 92. Why did I make it level 92? I thought I put in 100. I guess I fucked up. Can I get a Coggers in the chat? I actually... You know, YouTube lets you make emotes like for that now, but it's like exclusive to channel memberships. Which I'm launching soon, by the way. You can pay me $2 whole to use coggers in the chat. I mean, yeah, he's already halfway to level 100. Alright, now that we have that, we can finally fly. Yeah, but I haven't finished that. And I'm also going to do a thing where I multi-stream on Twitch. Nah, I get you. I'm not, like, demanding that, like, it's like, stand and deliver, give me $2 or I'll never entertain you again. I'm making it an option. We'll say, things have not panned out too well IRL, and I'm exploring using YouTube as a source of income. For now. I don't want this to be a permanent thing, but, like, we'll see. Like I said, I'm not hurting. It's just an option. Like, don't feel bad if you can't, obviously. God, I shouldn't have brought this up. Oh! Get rid of muddy water so I can actually hit the damn thing. You know, I, like, never used Surf in Unova. I never had a water type on my team, so, like... I never bothered really surfing here. Unless I specifically went out of my way to... Ooh, Poison Jab. Unless I specifically went out of my way to, like, do the, like, stuff like getting, like, the Genesect drives. Oh, wow, a lot of them can learn it. I'll give it to Hmst. I did choose Oshawott one time, but I dumped it because it was weak and pointless. I don't know, my big thing when Black and White 1 came out was I thought it was really cool that you didn't need HMs to get through the story. So, like, I just made a team that, like, really couldn't use HMs. If we're gonna do anything for Infinite thing on this channel, we're gonna do the Infinite Nipple Furnace. Which is something that Casey still thinks is hilarious. But yeah, I don't think I ever used, the jellyfishes because, well, I never played in the water, so I just never got around to surfing for them. Black and White 2, you really don't need it for a long time either, until suddenly you can't advance unless you have, like, a surfer. Hello, Joshua! Now, it was a thing in, one of Sage's streams. Like, I made this hypothetical where, like, imagine, like, if you cut off your nipples and they would grow back instantly, like, what would you do with that? And, like, the thing that we all came up with was the Infinite Nipple Furnace, where, like, because, like, you have something that is infinite, you can use it as fuel, just keep cutting off your nipples and, like, dumping them in the furnace, and now you have infinite power. Yeah, Casey got a lot happier when he abandoned Twitter. I'm really happy for him. Alright, now we're in Mr. Elton Cave. What the fuck happened here? This doesn't feel right. I think the emulator goofed. Forgot I needed strength to get through this place. God, do I really want to waste an inventory slot? Why can't 100 Gex learn this? Yeah, the Zigbar's gonna get me. I mean, I can just make to Sig forget. Well, no, hold up. Tell you what I'm gonna do here, actually. I'm not gonna use, I'm not gonna use Hmst here, I don't think. And because, TMs are infinite use in Black and White, I can just make him forget Poison Jab, go to the move deleter to do Strength, go to the move deleter, get rid of Strength, and then teach it, and just teach it Poison Jab again. See, look at that. Infinite power, infinite smartness. I'm God. In my own special way. What, so it's like those who walk away from Omelos, but with nipples? A silly hypothetical. I forgot about the infinite nipple furnace. Oh, I forgot Axios were here. Nah, I just put Ferrothorn on because, it's like looking at Chandelier like, hold up, that's my gimmick. Why are you doing it? I just thought it would be cute. Like, my team's already done. It's this short story called Those Who Walk Away from Omelas, where, like, someone learns that, like, there's, like, a perfect utopia. And, like, everything's good. Like, all your needs are met. And, like, living here is, like, perfect. Like, you will never suffer again. But you find out that the only reason that it works is because they're torturing children underground. Now that you know that, can you enjoy this utopia knowing that it's just built on the back of torture? So it's like that, but with nipples. Do I have a Dusk Ball in hand? I don't. I don't even know why I'm catching Axio. I'm not going to use it. Apparently I'm not catching Axio. I'm... yeah, I don't see why not. It's like, yeah, there'd be competitions to see who could get the longest nipples. I love Haxorus. Like, I remember when we did Sword and I used a Haxorus on my team? That thing was a lifesaver. I remember how Haxorus was the big hero of the Fire Red randomizer? Axio's cool. What are we gonna name What do we name a female Axio? Get it? Well, yeah, yeah, cutting them off will hurt, but, like, eventually you'll get used to the pain, right? We'll say that, the process of healing doesn't hurt, but it itches. That's the payoff, is that, you can do it, and when it comes back, it does not hurt when it comes back, but it itches. And you know what happens when you itch it? They come off again, and they grow back, and it itches. You know, they come back totally intact. Like, everything you lost is back. But these guys always have girders along with it, too. Remember when Conkeldurr was, like, a really, like, big force in the meta? I like Conkeldurr. I would say, the first time I went through the game, my team... Well, really the first 2 times I went through Black and White, I had the exact same team. And it was always a Conkeldurr, an Excadrill, Gigalith, a Scrafty, a Durant, and a Golurk. Yeah, and then, like, later generations, like, talk about, if an Axew's tusk breaks off, it doesn't come back. So, like, they have to be really careful, because if they break it, like, that's it. Like, you just don't have a tusk anymore. Well, yeah, it hurts, but, like, infinite energy, you know? Like, would it be... Wait, it wouldn't be worth it. You'd have to... Because you'd have to you'd have to cut off so many of them to get, like, any sort of power from it. If it was painless, then yeah, you could just, like, set up a thing where, like, you have, like, spinning blades and just, like, constantly have it, like, chop, chop, chop. It's like those, like, factories where they make candy. Like, you would just have to do that with your nipples at work. Like, it would just be... It'd be passive income. Yeah, sorry, Yarna. We'll stop. Anyway, Mistrelton Cave. I've only ever been through this place once. I did it. I came here once for the LP. And you know what I did? The day that I did this for the LP back in 2011 was the day Osama bin Laden died. And, like, I made the episode, like, named after that. Like, haha, look, it's based on that. Like, it's like a clickbait thing. And I'm like, no, it's just because we went through a cave. I'm not trying to do, I'm not trying to fucking clickbait, except I was. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was absolutely trying to clickbait, and it didn't work. No one watched that episode. It's one of the least viewed episodes of the entire LP. Boy, these axes are a lot more common than I thought they were. I'm not answering that, EP. Oh yeah, look at that, like, look at that. Doing the Mistralton Cave on the day that two different, controversial figures kicked the bucket. What a strange day. Every time I go into Mistralton Cave, I was gonna say a celebrity, but can you really call Osama a celebrity? We'll say a controversial figure dies. You think I can get there before, wow, that hurts. Yeah, but it's celebrity just, like, feels wrong. Yeah, let's see if we can gun for J.K. Rowling in one of these streams. He would have a podcast nowadays. Alright, I'm gonna put on the Max Repel here. I'm just getting stopped by Pokemon I've already seen, and I'm not finding a shiny in 5th gen. Be awesome if I found a shiny in 5th gen, but it's probably asking a lot. Because this is still when full odds was 1 in 8,192 instead of just 4,096. And the shiny charm wouldn't exist till Black and White too. So, you know, probably not happening. It would be cool. If J.K. Rowling came into my stream, it would be to call me a slur. I don't know how I would feel if one of the richest people on Earth came into a stream with 11 viewers just to call me a slur. Like, I think I would, like, actually, like, clap. I'm like, you have all the money in the world, and you're sitting in your castle just to yell at me. I'd feel honored, honestly. Like, wow, I can get under your skin that much? Money really doesn't solve your problems. We're getting some really good TMs today. Yeah, I didn't know you could learn Rock Slide. I didn't know you could learn Rock Slide, what the hell? Yeah, this would give him something against flying types. You don't really need Iron Defense anymore. Yeah, no, I was huge into Harry Potter. Like, caught the books, like, day of release. They got me into reading, I'll admit that, but, like, it's not me anymore. Even before all the stuff, like, she rubbed me the wrong way. She had a stank about her. How do I have escape ropes? Shit, I didn't think about that. I mean, but there's like a difference between a YouTuber whose entire thing is farming drama and like a fabulously wealthy woman. Sure, why not? That doesn't sound right. Wow, who could these be? And then they were lobotomized and turned into robots. And Cobalion was like, follow me, kids. You might get mauled. I completely forgot about this guy. Can you heal me by any chance? I'm getting hurt out here. There are a bunch of trainers in here kicking my butt, kind of disproving your teachings. I don't think Harry Potter World existed when I was... Hey, a Duskstone! I forgot that was the entire reason I came here. Hello, Kyo! I didn't even come here for Cobalion. I came here for that Duskstone. I almost entirely forgot about it. Hello, Nani. Boy, we have a lot of people here right now. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I intend to make these common. Oh my god, you're right. There was candy in this cave. The candy's rare because no one wants to eat cave candy. Well, no, it'd be like rock candy. I'm trying to think of one. Aha, I have 2 repels. I'm trying to think of one field trip. Oh yeah, we went to the zoo once when I was but a young bab, and it was very hot. And even as a kid, and still to this day, I really, really, really do not handle the heat well. That's gotta be something, right? Damn. I don't handle the heat well. And I went on this trip where it was hot as balls. And I was in like the reptile room, like was looking at all these snakes. So I assumed me being afraid of snakes even as a young boy. I was like, oh no, and I vomited. And no, it was just heat. But I thought that the snake scared me so bad that I just puked. Aha. I've barely got any Pokeballs. This is not gonna go well. Would love a shiny one. Ah, jeez, that does suck, Eevee. I'm sorry. If anyone was to get so scared that they would barf, it would have been Kid May. No, it would still be me, because I had a panic attack so bad at work, I nearly vomited all over the computers. I'm gonna burn you. I know I've told the Copperhead story here before, right? Yeah, no, I've talked about all my snake stories here. It was during the Pokemon Yellow streams. Alright, let's see if this works. I wanna see if I can, like, throw balls at it and, like, manage to get it before, No way. Fuck you, Cobalion. I shouldn't have said anything. Alright, I went out into the woods one day with my friend. And we should have known this was going to be an unfortunate trip, because the very first thing that happened when we got into the woods was a garter snake crawled over his foot. We should have known that was something. So we went, like, way deep into the woods, and there's a swamp back there. And we flip over a rotting log, and it goes right by my head. What we didn't see on top of that rotting log, because it was camouflaged pretty well, was a copperhead. And it went right by my face, and that's when we noticed it. Probably like an inch away from my face. If that thing wanted to lash out and get me, it could have. And that is my copperhead story. I do wonder what the RNG on this is. Like, if I drop a state, can I, like, will I always get the same roll? Ew, why would they do that, Cammy? No, we are not shiny hunting. I am not full-odd shiny hunting a Cobalion in 5th gen. People are weird when it comes to animals, man. Yeah, I want to see if I can manipulate the RNG here to just give me the thing. But I don't know, I have no idea what's up with the lines, just the emulator glitched. How far behind are you, Epic? The lines haven't been on screen in a little bit. I wonder if this is just re-rolling the same RNG every time. Because I haven't gotten a single, like... Yeah, I'm not getting any wiggles. I have no clue if this is working or not. I might just run. I don't need the Cobalion right now. Let's see what can happen. Try Premier Ball. Yeah, that's not working. Can I run? If Cobalion dies, how does it like what's the rule behind it respawning here? Yeah, because none of that's working. It's not like it matters too much. Yeah, clearing the league, that makes sense. Yeah, whatever. It's not like it matters. If we're not shiny hunting, like, everyone and their mom's obviously seen it. People catch a Cobalion. Oh, this poor guy's gonna hate me. It's like, wow, you really did a whole thing about, They're definitely waiting for you to beat the shit out of you for beating their leader up. A 5-pound Simpson donut? Do I have an escape rope at all? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and do all that by hand, aren't I? Oh, thank God. A 5-pound anything donuts. Have you seen like those like 5-pound, I was about to say Simpsons gummy bears, but just like 5-pound gummy bears? Those things are huge. They're 5 pounds in fact. Whee! I've never eaten the 5-pound one, but it used to be around Christmas time. What I would do would be, I have a candy store within like it's like 20 minutes of me. But they had like 1-pound gummy bears, and they tasted a lot better than regular gummy bears, IMO. So I really enjoyed getting those around Christmas. I did that for like 2 years. But I didn't do it after a while. Well, this one was like a novelty candy store. Like, you could, what was it? It had, like, fancy and, like, import candies. I've had bacon donuts before, I think. Because the idea is, like, the salty and sweet, right? There was one place in Towson called Fractured Prune, which I know, weird name, but it was like a gourmet donut store. And I had a donut there from there once, and that was amazing. Plus, a place near me has malasadas now. Malasadas and boba tea, but that boba tea is too much. It's way too... Why is this such a low level? You have to do surfing to get on here. You figured it would be... Huh. I guess you get surf pretty... Not that early. So, my big thing, here's the thing. Have you guys ever had ube? Because I had an ube malasada, and that shit was the bomb. I loved that. Good lord. It was an ube malasada and a pandam malasada. Yeah, ube, it's like a, I think it's like a Filipino thing. It's like a purple sweet potato, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah, root veggie. I know it's a big thing in, because I know Kish and, Aya get it a lot at, like, Jollibees. Youch! Gross minst. I want to get Luca to evolve. She's almost there. Hex! Point being, really, really good. But, that place is really expensive. It's like one malasada is like $3, and they're not huge. Hello, DG. You know what? My brainless butt thought that was Simisage, but it can't hit me with fire moves anyway, so whatever. I forgot, it can lick me. Ugh! Jeez, I'm getting my ass kicked out here by a monkey. Actually, that's not at all a strange thing. If I met a monkey in real life and that thing wanted to kick my ass, it would easily kick my ass. Monkeys are scary. We were connected. Your monkey's mouth was firmly connected with my candle. That sounded unfortunate. Like, they have scented candles, why don't they have flavored candles? Well, you'd burn yourself. Alright, moving on. Yeah, I know next to nothing about this area. I've only ever been here one time in my entire life when I was doing a video to show off a Genesect's event. So this part's entirely new to me, which is why I wanted to come out here. Frillish! I like Frill. I like Jellicent. I used Jellicent in a on a competitive team I had in 5th gen. And that thing saved my bacon. I don't know. I imagine that, like... I don't want to say, like, it would be controversial to have, like, gay stuff or, like, trans stuff in Pokemon. But, like, I imagine, like, Nintendo, like, really, like, clearly doesn't want to touch that very often. Like, we haven't had another Tomodachi Life, because obviously they'd have to include it, right? And that's... I don't want to say it's a minefield to walk in, but, like, it's clear Nintendo doesn't want to walk into that. Because there's like, Fox News is gonna raise a stink. It's, like, easier to do with something like Fire Emblem, where it's already niche enough that, like... You think of Fox News, you think Tucker Carlson knows what the hell a Fire Emblem is, but if they showed it in Pokemon, they'd be like, is Pokemon making your kids gay? Which I'm sure is already... Like, if Pokemania was still a thing, like... You know, they already had, like, the satanic panic over it, but, like... They would say it was, like, making your kids gay if they did it nowadays. Archie, of all people? I don't know, his Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire design is good. Just imagine, like, someone, like, looking at, like, the regular Ruby and Sapphire or Ultra Sun and Moon Archie and thinking, I need a piece of that for myself. No, the real thing they need to worry about is Pokemon making your kids trans, because fucking my Pokemon Sword characters was cracked my egg. Like, in the middle of that stream is when I realized I was non-binary and just didn't quite get it until, like, half a year later or something. Like, I'm sitting there, like, making a character, I'm like, look, it's cute, they're cute. Oh, no! Yeah, Britlandia made me trans. And that's the worst part, is like, I have to sit there and admit that Sword and Shield of all games is what cracked my egg. Jesus. Are you okay, Lee? There's nothing here. I can play on my phone. See, that one's better. Spearm. Excellent Game Grumps reference, my boy. But I know I've talked about this on a... Oh, it's because Sword and Shield are bad. Prillish! Oh, it's level 7. It's cute. I want a male one, though. I like the Mr. Pringles look. Cammy, that is like... That's like saying, like, oh, hear me out. It's just like a conventionally attractive woman. Oh no, I looked at beautiful women and realized I was a lesbian. How did this happen? Oh yeah, they had a... It was one of their Zelda games. They named one of their characters Spiarmf. I'm sure, like, people could have come up with a... Well, yeah, but, like, you can't judge yourself for that. You couldn't have known that at the time. I don't know. Here's my hear me out. And this one's actually a hear me out. You ready for this? Are you ready for my hear me out? I've actually forgotten her name. Oh, no, I got it. Alright, I remember. Here's my hear me out. Amy Coney Barrett. You know, the Supreme Court Justice. I'm saying, you give me one night with her and I could make her a liberal. I could do it. That's my hear me out. I'd have her voting straight blue with one night. Anyway, that's my hear me out. I don't know, that's apparently not a hear me out, because, I don't know, it's hard to tell what a, this is the worst it's ever, sorry, Yarn. A hear me out is like, you're like telling your friends, like, someone you're sexually attracted to, and you're like, alright, hear me out. Because, like, you're about to, like, say something that's potentially a little controversial. I already said her name. I'm not saying it again, because now my door is open. Everyone went to sleep. Amy Coney Barrett. I don't know, it's hard to, like... I don't think there's, like, any hear me out that's really shocked me. Because, like, why could this thing learn Wake Up Slap? Imagine getting slapped by a heart-shaped fish. Someone's hear me out as a Lomomola, right? Nate's mom. No, I can see that. Like I say, I don't think, like, any hear me out really shakes me anymore, just because... I don't know, like, I kind of get where everyone's coming from. One time I put up one that said one of mine was Jinx, and that one got a really negative reaction. That one is the only one where I felt like I actually had to say, alright, hear me out. You do not want to use muck as lubricant. Oh my god, you were going to get all the STDs. I'm not talking about Jinx from Teen Titans. That's, that's an obvious one. That's... Everyone and their mom has said that. I'm talking about Jinx from Pokemon. I'm talking about the that one. I'm talking about the controversy. I'm saying that's a hear me out. But that one was from... I was young. I think... Honest to God, I think Jinx might have been one of my first crushes in general. And you might be saying, Comic, what the goddamn hell is wrong with you? And my answer is... I mean, it's kind of the concept of bimbofication. It's... You have a woman with huge boobs and huge lips, and I'm like, cool, those are sexually attractive characteristics, apparently, before my brain even knew what those were. Ooh, a deep sea tooth. I guess you can get clam pearl here afterwards, then. I forgot about clam pearl. I like clam pearl. I don't know, I can see you. Well, Yzma has all that charisma. Charisma. Get it? Funny. I can't. Nah, Darkrai is one I've absolutely heard before. I don't want to say it's super common, but like, everyone I knew in middle school who ended up becoming a furry, which was a lot of people, said that Darkrai was like one of the... Because Darkrai is like... It's the legs. It's the legs. You have the dark personality. It's kind of like a... What is it? Grell from Black Butler? It's like kind of that approach. Like, you can see what I mean, right? It's like, he's kind of got the Bishonen appeal. He's got the long flowing hair, he's dark and mysterious, he's got like the yaoi, not the yaoi legs, the yuri? I don't know, the shoujo legs. I'm gonna say, it is... I am genuinely, like... I don't think, like, anyone's Hear Me Out could so completely baffle... Actually, that's not true. I know I've seen one. The yaoi leg is not what I meant to say. The shoujo legs. Because he's basically Revolutionary Girl Utena. Utena. Utena just... I know it's right, but his legs are his arms. See, that just makes him, like, silly, right? Because he's just doing a handstand at the end of the movie, then. Alright, I know I just said it would take one to confuse me, but, I kind of get where Bowser people are coming from, but I don't get why they're so ride or die for him. Because I have a friend. I think it's quite obvious who, but I won't say it to us further. But they are very, very into Bowser, and that one I don't quite get. I didn't know Scraggies came out here. Has Scraggies always spawned here? But he does. I mean, he has legs like in one shot at the end of the movie, Rise of Darkrai. Oh, thank God there's a healing point. That is hilarious, Eevee. Whoa. Oh, this is the Larvest egg, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to deal with Lord. I'm not gonna. Yeah, the ending shot of Rise of Darkrai has him like standing, like, because everyone like thinks that he died, and he's like standing on top of like a clock tower or something, and he's just got like big, long, like shoujo legs. And like that shot, hell, I think every girl I knew in middle school that watched that movie was like irrevocably changed by that. Every girl I knew who watched that, which was like 2 of them, but they were both like, oh. Though I didn't think too hard about it because I don't know. Rise of Darkrai was the first Pokemon movie that kind of disappointed me. And I tell people that, and every time they're like, whoa, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I don't know. didn't hit quite the way that like everyone else is like talking. Like everyone's like, oh, this was like the movie, and I'm like, I don't know. I ended up rewatching it later, and it was definitely better than I remembered. But I think I'm also a lot kinder to it because of I don't know, the Shaman movie I thought was good, but the Arceus movie was so goddamn bad. It was like a genuinely terrible movie. And then after that, the Zoroark movie came out and was just really boring. So I just, can I leave? Boy, slow-ass little squish. I can't keep you out in front. I gotta keep them out in front. Yeah, it was, the voice they gave Arceus was Tom Wayland, who was the director of localization at the time, which is why he specifically was like, yeah, no, we changed it to Arceus because we didn't want kids saying arse and laughing. I'm like, that's stupid. Fuck you, Tom Wayland. But if you're out there and you want to give me a job, I love you and support all of your stuff that you've ever done. You've never made a wrong decision in your life, but only if you hire me. Otherwise, fuck you. Oh yeah, Whimsicott was pure grass in this game. So, my poison jab wouldn't be quite as effective, but I don't have that, because I only have X-Scissor! I like Whimsicott, it's cute. I remember there was a big strategy in the 5th gen VGC, because Whimsicott can learn Beat Up, and Terrakion's ability has it so if it gets hit by a Dark-type move, it gains a point, it gains 1 attack stage. So what they would do is they'd give Whimsicott Beat Up and just use it on your own Terrakion in doubles. So now your Terrakion has taken like 4 damage and is now at times... And now has gotten 4 attack buffs. It's great. Yeah, Beat Up justified. Yeah, I thought that was a really cool ability. Did anyone else, like, the first time they learned about, like, the fear strategy with Rattata, whatever, the first time they saw that there was anyone else like, whoa, that's the coolest thing ever! 'Cause I saw that and I was just like, how do you come up with such genius strategery? It's invincible, it can't be beaten. Yeah, fear was it's focus. You're level 1 Rattata, and you have a Focus Sash on, and you use Endeavor, because you're going to get hit and brought to 1 HP. That's not what I meant to do. Well, actually, I might be able to pull this off. So you get brought to 1 HP, you use Endeavor, and now the enemy's at 1 HP. Now you use Quick Attack. Well, goodbye, Hmst. Kinda aiming for that flinch chance. And so as long as they're not a ghost type, there's no Sandstorm or Hail, or have priority of their own, you win. You can take out any one Pokemon. And I thought that was a genius strategy. And it's still kind of it. You can do it with Aeron too, with a Shell Bell, because with Sturdy you can keep rocking it over and over again. And you set up Sandstorm, so as long as Sandstorm's up, you're golden. Oh no, I used Darmanitan in my original Black and White teams too. I forgot about that. I love Darmanitan. Apparently not, because I completely forgot about it, but I swear, I love Darmanitan. I think it's really cool. Galarian's Darmanitan's awesome too. Yeah, as long as you get back to full HP, and you'll do that with a Shell Bell if you're in level 1, as long as you're back to full HP, you can proc it again and again. They are not going to stop you. It's just for the most part, you won't get to do that. Because for the most part, a Pokemon isn't going to... A high-level Pokemon isn't... Oh, goddamn. Chances are a high-level Pokemon isn't going to get all of its HP back if it fell to Sturdy range. But if you can, you can. Yeah, Focus Sash gets used up. But it's a big thing. Balanced Hackmons used to have Sturdy Shedinja, where you couldn't take it out with an attack. You would... my big thing is that I would... because everyone would always lead with that. So I would have a Weavile and just set up Hail, and then they would lose their Shedinja and Rage Quit. Balanced Hackmons is not a fun format. Really, really don't like playing Balanced Hackmons. Very, it's like the same, like, 3 annoying strategies, so, like, it's just not fun. Apparently it's, like, even worse now, like, with, like, Strength Zap, Eternamax, like, just battles never end. It sucks. Alright, I gotta heal up my dudes. They are not happy right now. Alright, how many encounters do you think I'm gonna get on the way to that item? Wow! I also entirely forgot this is where Waterfall is. I must have never gotten Waterfall before. Yeah, Balance Hackmons is not fun. It was more fun in 6th Gen when... I mean, it already wasn't fun in 6th Gen. But once Strength Zap and, like, Spectral Thief happened, like... It's just unplayable now. Like, I don't even think Smogon, like, has it as, like, a tier you can play anymore. Like, I think in 9th Gen, they just straight up gave up on Balanced Hackmons, and now you have, like, they don't have it as, like, a tier you can choose now. That was the cool thing about, no, it was Wonder Guard. Wonder Guard was a thing that can only be hit by super effective attacks, but that was bugged, because for some reason, Fire Fang would hit through Wonder Guard no matter what. So you would have to very slowly take down it with Fire Fang, but... it could be done. Alright, this one goes out to my RPG fans here. Have any of you played Final Fantasy Dimensions? It is a mobile-exclusive Final Fantasy game. It has never been made available on any other system. Oh, I have Genesect here. I can actually get the drives. I think that's something. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, not many people have. And it was like one of like the earliest like big smartphone RPGs. I remember being really surprised when it came out because it was like, wow, this is an actual game on a smart device. So I didn't have a smartphone at the time. I had an iPod Touch. And that was my smart device for a long time. I didn't get a smartphone for a really long time. Yeah, no, and it's not even a gacha. It is just a straight up, you pay $12 and you have a full Final Fantasy V tier RPG on your smartphone at a time where smartphone games were like Angry Birds. Howdy. Yeah, this is where the Genesect thing should be. Is it gonna proc if I... Yeah, do be... Alright, so it has to, like, very specifically be an event one, and I didn't put those tags here. Now, where did I say I met this thing? Met at Anvil Town at level 0. Great. Yo, my god, pre-smartphone mobile gaming is like such a wild west of lost stuff. Like, did you know, for the people who are in the know of like the Final Fantasy VII compilation, Dirge of Cerberus had a an online spin-off as a mobile phone game. And I'm not talking, like I said, pre-smartphone. I'm talking about your flip phone you could play a full online shooter on. I really didn't know Thunderbolt was here. How did I beat this game? But then again, I didn't have anything that could use Thunderbolt. It's not like it mattered. Do I have anything that can use it now? Well, yeah, duh, I can give it to fucking Kishbug. What the hell am I talking about? But yeah, like pre-smartphone, like mobile phones is like a really interesting meta. Like when what was it? When Advent Children came out, there was a limited edition release where they it was Nokia, I think, released the mobile phone that Cloud was using in the game. Yeah, Epic, you're really far behind. That was that like 10, 15 minutes ago? Oh god, the world's strongest Garbodor. Oh wow, weak armor. I forgot you were a thing. I might be in trouble here. Maybe I can get a flinch off here. If I can get a flinch off here, I might have this. Oh, but this still might be a problem. Paralysis. Nope. Yeah, the world's fastest trash can. Yeah, someone let Epic know how far behind they are. Well, that's nice. I guess I should do just a little more exploring. There might be, because I'm already finding all the coolest items. Like, what was it? Like Rock Slide, Thunderbolt. These are things I never found. I was using like Chip Away for damage, or rather, Smackdown. It is really funny, like how like spin-offs will kind of recontextualize certain moves for you. Like no one thinks about Smackdown in mainline. Did you remember that was a move? But in Go, it's like the best rock-type fast move. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, Smackdown comes... Like, if a Rockmon doesn't have Smackdown, it's just objectively worse than, like, other rock moves. Or Rockmons. There we go, I wanted a male finish. I will catch this, and we will name it Yarn. I think Yarn probably fell asleep. Yarn, if you're still here, I'm gonna catch a Frillish. I can get it from full health. Fallen! Just burn it. Yes, I knew you were here. Yeah, Yarn, this is what you do at college. You paralyze your prey with poison, then drag it down to your lair 5 miles below the surface. Which is where your dorm is, I guess. Cardi B. Yarny fish. Live off campus. Yeah, so did I. Not very far off campus. The apartment complex I was at was like very close to campus, but not like, I knew people who lived like decently far away, but I don't want to say I was right there, but I was it's close. It was only like a half an hour walk. No, Yarn goes to, like, the dining halls or whatever, like Burger King, and, like, wraps their stingers around their prey. Yeah, no, the price there was not okay either. But, very fortunately, I had assistance with that. Work hard for your scholarships, kids. They help. Man, I had a meal plan on campus, and you could exchange, like, you could, like, use, like, you got 14 a week, and they could be exchanged for, like, $5 worth of food or infinite access to the meal halls. And, I was not mentally healthy at Towson. I was really having a really bad time. So there was a Chick-fil-A depot thing where, like, you could just grab the chicken sandwich and, like, split. And, like, you can get it for 1 meal point. So I unfortunately technically gave a lot of money to Chick-fil-A at that time because I didn't want to sit with a bunch of crowds and I'm already like crawling out of my skin, not realizing what I'm going through, because I didn't even realize I had anxiety by that point. So I unfortunately ate a hell of a lot of Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I gotta tell Epic about that. Well, no, it's the worst part about it was I would always send pictures to my gay friends and be like, look what I'm having for lunch. No, that didn't happen. That did not happen. I'm joking. Could you imagine how much of an asshole I would be for that? You know the worst part about having put Genesect away is I have to fly back to Mr. Elton. I have to put Kishbug back, fly back to Mr. Elton. Yeah, just like obviously saying like the worst thing I would never do. No, I figured out I was bisexual at Towson. Did I just... What the... God damn it. I know, I fucked up! I know I've told that story before. Oh, Yarn, that'd be super cool. You gotta take the opportunity for that. I had a lot of fun with my internship. Hell, my internship was probably the happiest I've been since I left college. That was such a good time. Yeah, I was gonna mention the forbidden Chick-fil-A combo that no one was ever supposed to know of, but I don't want to encourage people to go to Chick-fil-A to try it. So, when you make your own chicken sandwich, if you fry your own chicken sandwich and save yourself a lot of money and effort, well, not effort, it's a lot of effort, wasabi. Put wasabi on your chicken sandwich. Yeah, it was the bearded guy. There was a guy in my class who was, I don't even know if he's really my type anymore, but, he would walk into class and I would just look at him and like, he's got like his little cargo shorts on, he's overweight, he's got a nice beard, and I would just look at him, I don't really know why. And like one day he comes in with like his beard totally perfectly shaven off, and my heart hurt. I was like, what the fuck am I feeling? And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh! I'm not as straight as I thought I was. Alright, cool. Now we got Poison Jab back. Well, I was like thinking about it hard for 5 minutes. I'm like, what could this possibly be? And I clearly wasn't paying attention. Like, that was a pretty easy class. I didn't have to pay super hard attention to it. But yeah, wasabi goes really good on a chicken sandwich. And then, you know, it was like fucking food court wasabi, so it was probably just horseradish. Like dyed green horseradish like most wasabi is when you go to like cheap sushi places. So like, put a little horseradish on your chicken sandwich and thank me later. But also be very careful if it's pure horseradish to cut that shit with some sour cream. Because I made a roast beef sandwich that was just, I put pure horseradish on it thinking, yeah, this will be great. And well, I mean, it clicked pretty easily for me, because it's just like, why am I upset that I'm upset that a guy changed something, unless I was sexually attracted to him. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I was sexually attracted to him. I guess I'm partially gay. Oh no, Russ hit me with that. And Evie hit me with that. Oh my god, I have a story about that, a similar story about that too, Evie. Have I ever told you you guys about the story of the $2 ass grab? Get into that house. Oh yeah, isn't this the house if you come here in the winter, you find the rocket from gold and silver? Oops, I fucked up. The $2 ass grab was the funniest story. Alright, so for those who aren't in the know, is this house entrance not where I think it is? Or can you just not get in here in the winter? Am I stupid? I might be stupid. But the house is down. But what is this? Can I not get in here? I don't think I can get in here. Yeah, it's this house. Anyway, the $2, I used to work at Chipotle. And, as a guy who does not speak much Spanish, we'll say. I know some. I took a lot of Spanish classes. But, obviously, there's a difference between knowing a little bit of Spanish from, classes and, like, having to actually, like, speak it with a fluent speaker. Yeah, this guy! Bye-bye a go-go! Aw, I love this. So point being is, I didn't realize we got tips when I worked at Chipotle, because I never tipped at Chipotle, they never asked me for tips. And so this lady is trying to tell me that, hey, you know, we're splitting the tips, and I'm working, and I don't understand her. She has a pretty heavy accent, and she's, like, speaking to me in broken English, and I don't quite get it. And eventually, she just kind of, like, looks at me and, like, rolls her eyes, like, alright, and it just slides her hand into my back pocket, and now I realize that she put $2 in there, because that's when we split the tips. But I thought she just cupped my ass, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, and I just go back to work, and then I take my pants off when I go later, and there's $2 in there, and I'm like, was I just, like, solicited? And I told my friend, and the $2 ass grab became, like, a really popular story with, me and my friends. Little communication breakdown. Could have talked to HR about that. Is it me, or does the lighting here look a little messed up on this emulator? Oh, jeez, Evie. I'd say nice, but I don't know how you felt about that. I also have a similar story. God, I got my ass harassed a lot at work, huh? This one was when I worked at a different place, and I'm not going to say now because, technically I was sexually harassed, but if you don't mind, is it no, I'm not going to finish that. That's a moral quandary. I didn't mind, so I didn't really take it like a bad thing. But, the managers at this place I worked at were... I walked back in the back and I realized they were talking about our coworkers' butts. It's like, yeah, he's got a nice one. And I'm like, oh, wow. And I bend over to grab something. Like, not obviously trying to show them my butt. But I bend over to grab something, and I realize that the managers are, like, looking at me, and I hear them say to each other, he's like, yeah, Adam's got a nice butt. And I just, like, I looked back, and I blushed a little. I was like, oh. They were, like, middle-aged women, and, like, I obviously didn't feel sexually harassed. But I was just like, oh. I just felt complimented. Yeah, no, I just took it as a compliment. I did not get a whole lot of compliments growing up, so... Whatever, I took it as a... I took it as one. I don't know, we were all pretty close. We could have joked about that stuff without it meaning anything. One story that I enjoy was, we had a bunch of... it was a pretty slow night, one night. And when I worked at Panera, we were allowed all the drinks we wanted. Like, we could go over to, like, the soda machine or the tea, and we could get as much as we wanted. Like, they had no issue with us just drinking as much as we needed. They wanted us to be hydrated, and if we had to caffeinate to get through a hard shift, so be it. So I grab a sweet tea for everyone. And, one of the coworkers is, like, clearly flirting with the other one. And, like, we all know that he likes her, and, like, I don't know if she was, like, super into... Like, they didn't end up dating or anything, so I guess she wasn't super into it. But, like, obviously, he wasn't creepy about it, but, like, it was clear that he liked her. And then one day he's like, And that day, I get everyone their drinks, and we drank it all. And he's, like, being, like, not, like, no chill about it. Like, he wasn't, like, being a harasser. But, oh, we couldn't have those drinks. We had to pay for those. And so I look at him, like, hey, man, did I not get you enough tea? And he looks at me, he's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I don't know, man. You still sound really thirsty. And, like, everyone laughed really hard at him. He blushed. It was one of my best. I felt very clever at that moment. Like, obviously, he didn't get, like, upset or mad about it, but it was clearly good-natured ribbon. But it is one that we still laugh. Because he messaged me on Facebook a few years later. And, like, we got to, like, talking a bit. Like, hey, how's your life been? And, like, we joked about that. And he's the one that brought it up and laughed about it, so I know I'm in the clear. He doesn't just sit there and fume and be like, ah, fuck Adam, you ruined my life. Except he has a great job and a wife and kids now, so I think, you know, he's the one that... I think he made it in the end. I forgot Steamroller was a move. What is this? Oh, that's not bad. I guess I don't need Screech anymore. I was thinking Rototiller. I forgot Steamroller was a move. I guess I can go with Full Squish. Yeah, I kind of want to get everyone up to like an even level. I don't know. I did not work at Panera when the Lemonade came out. I stopped working at Panera. Well, because I worked there from like 2013 to like 2015, like right before I went to Towson. So we did not have the Murder Lemonade at that point. Yeah, I'm actually, no, I don't want to talk about that. that one's a little TMI. Not like gross TMI. It's just like, oh, psychic, hell yeah. Let's move on. All right, recover, light screen, hidden power. Am I ever gonna use hidden power bug? Am I ever? No, I'm not gonna use hidden power bug. I never got the Grimace Shake. Yeah, damn, maybe it sure sounds like you had a moment there. No, you really gotta be careful with, you gotta be careful with the bitches, they'll ruin your life. No, not really. I'm saying, but we already have a bug that's doing good. I don't want to play this. I can fuck it up. That works. God damn. I don't remember how to do this. I don't know. It's just like, I never really go to McDonald's. Like, even before the boycott stuff, McDonald's was not really a thing I had frequently in my life. Oh, duh. There it is. Whee! Yahoo! Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like any other like funny crush stories I had. You know, like McDonald's is so expensive now. It's like, but like now it's like the thing where like, and this isn't just like McDonald's. It's like a lot of places now. Like you have to have the app. Like if you want pre-funny prices, like the app gives you like coupons and shit. So like if you don't have the app, you're just getting completely hosed. And even if you do, you're still kind of getting hosed. It's like, for the price of fast food, you can just go to sit-down restaurants now. And it's like, well, then fuck it, I'll just go to a sit-down restaurant. Like, I could go get Taco Bell, or for the same price, I could go to the Mexican food place and get, like, actual good service and better food. So, like, why would I bother, you know? God, what was it? One time because usually I get like the taco deals that have like better, like you get like 18 tacos for like 18 bucks. I'm like, sure, a buck a taco. I wouldn't hate that. Like a $1.50. No, it's like 12 tacos for 18 bucks. But one day I was like, I'm gonna try something else. And it was like the chalupas. I'm like, okay, cool. And they give me and this was before the big funny happened. It was like 2 tiny ass like chalupas, and it was like 18 bucks. And I almost wanted to like go back and ask for my money back. I was like, are you serious? Like, I'm paying that much for this? Like, no thanks. So that's my experience with fast food. Is there any fast place? There's this one burger joint near me that I still go to, but mostly I go there, I sit down, and I get burgers and beer. That one I'm going for the experience. Well, damn. That one I'm going for the experience. I go down, I get a nice bar experience, I get a tasty burger, I get a nice pint of beer. You know, America used to be like, the dollar menu was like a thing in places, and now like everything on the dollar menu is like $5. And it doesn't taste better. You're not getting an improved experience. Bryson Man. Alright, who's up in front? We got Kishbug up in front. I'm gonna put Lumpus out in front, even though I just put Kishbug out in front. I don't know, I read one thing where, like, if you can, like, prove your ancestors came from Ireland, Ireland will just take you back. And my family kept pretty meticulous records of our ancestry, so I could, if that's actually true, I could go back to Ireland if I wanted. So, keeping that in mind. No, I feel like Luca's just gonna steamroll it, so I wanna, maybe I'll save her for last. I kind of want to get the lower experienced guys some juice. I got freeze dry isn't a thing yet. I'll be taking that hit. I like Vanillish. I wish the line... This is just an issue with Unova in general, too. Just everything evolves so damn late. Like, I would love to use Vanillish, but it wouldn't become Vanillux until, like, basically endgame. Well, I mean, it's kind of... I want to complain about that, but, like, I live in America. They're also kind of whole on their hog about, nationalism. Everyone's a little nationalist right now. We kind of live in right-wing times. So if I have to live in a nationalist place, I could live in one with healthcare. See? There's benefits to everything, if you think. There's cathedrals everywhere with people with eyes to squeer or whatever. When I learned that was a Jordan Peterson line, that just took all the magic out of my life. We had no doubt that we were an Irish family. When the sun hits my beard, that thing turns like fucking flaming crimson. Boy, howdy, you got a lot of... You got a lot. I'm gonna say, one thing strange that, because my dad took an ancestry test recently, and we found out that he... And keep in mind, we're all white as sheets. Like, we had no doubt in our mind our ancestry was gonna say, like, Scottish, Irish, German, British. Dad takes his test, and he comes back with, like, 1% Saudi Arabian. Therefore, I'm like a half a percent. I'm like, where did this come from? It was like 1%, but, like, 1%'s like a big amount, yeah? Yeah, I'm never going to be able to do that eye twitch again. Luca! I love Litwick's cry so much. It's so cute. I heard Denmark's standard of living is good. It's also like dark half the year, so. Lampin. Something I want to check real quick. Go to Chandelure. Okay, yeah, Chandelure's one of those Pokemon. If I give it the Dusk Stone, it just doesn't learn anything ever again. So let's see what Lampin learns by leveling up. See how long I want to keep this thing of Lampin. Let's see, Shadow Ball at fit. Well, where do I get the TM for Shadow Ball? Shadow Ball move. Alright, so it's... Shadow Ball not a TM? Oh no, here it is. TM30. Where do I get TM30 here? I get that in Relic Castle. Well, Relic Castle's kind of coming up. TM30 south of the... Yeah, that's coming up. Yeah, I don't think there's a downside to evolving Luca right now. Oh wait, no, Relic Castle. No. Is this the one in the desert? Yeah, this is the one in the desert. We're gonna go there soon. I think just, like, Arabic. He said Saudi Arabian. I'm pretty sure he just meant Arabic. Like, I don't think I'm related to Saudi royalty at all. Freeze Badge. Frost Breath. I have wanted to visit Japan. I don't think I could live there, but... Can anyone learn Frost? Nope. Yeah, so let me go back real quick. Lampent. Yeah, so upcoming, like, Curse, I don't care. Pain Split, I don't care. Overheat, I don't care. So, yeah, I think I could just use the Dusk Stone right now and be completely happy. Yeah, Frost Breath is 40, but, like, you factor in Stab and Critical, and its base power is, like, just... It's technically a 90 BP move that just ignores special defense buffs. Where's my Dusk Stone? I grabbed a Dusk Stone. Oh, does it go up top? Yeah, there it is. I thought it would go to the bottom for some reason. I don't know, the big one that I wanted to visit was Japan, obviously, because I'm a filthy weeaboo. Ireland and Scotland are where a lot of my ancestors came from, so I do want to visit there at some point. If I had the money, I would like to just go on, like, a big Europe tour. Chandelure! Where is TM35, do you think? Because that one still has Flamethrower, right? Like, that's still Flamethrower. Yeah, that's, Abundant Shrine. Isn't that... Where I just... No, that's over on the right. I'm not gonna get Flamethrower for a while. That's post-game. Wait, so what's the best fire move you can reliably get here, then? Am I really just stuck with Flame Burst? I guess so, huh? That sucks. Hell, I might as well just keep Will-O-Wisp and Hex on, then. I don't know, with that much power, Flame Burst is gonna hit hard. Plus, what's coming up? Like, I'm obviously not gonna use Luca against the dragons. Psychic, I can just use the Hex move. No, I got rid of Inferno just because that's... the accuracy's too low. Yeah, I'm not really going to use it against any of the... I guess Fire... Like, this was the last time Fire really mattered for the rest of the story. I guess I can't be too upset about that, then. God, I love what Black and White did with 3D. It's so fun. Yeah, you feel like a Final Fantasy protagonist. Who are you? Why are you yelling outside of my gym? Oh, hey, these guys. I like to imagine that, like, everyone, like, my name is officially The Boy, but everyone, like, talks to me like a late 2000s internet forum. No, you're not. Okay, so I guess I can take the lucky egg off of Luca now. She's good. Spell tag. If I had charcoal, that'd be nice. Like, kind of help it along. I lose the fire gem if I use it once. Quick Claw might be nice. It's not the fastest thing in the world. Yeah, the Shadow Triad was weird. Yeah, I guess Spell Tag is probably the move. Yeah, the Violite's got to come off a little squish soon, because I think it evolves at 42. We'll keep going for a little while longer. I'm still feeling pretty good. It's reaching the 3-hour mark where I usually end off, but let's get to the top of Dragon Spiral. Drudagon is the one I really want to use too, but my team is just so established at this point. I don't know, I might PK Hex in a weak team. Like, say that I, like, bred them in this game, and then, like, when I play White 2, like, just say, look, it's my bred team. Did anything ever come of the Shadow Triad potentially being the Striaton bros? Like, I know that was, like, a rumor, but, like, did anything, like, hint more towards that? Uh-oh. Got a hairbrush my hand and dropped it. Thought I was about to slam my computer's power button. But I want a dragon. I'm not strong. I should be your bodyguard. Like, wow, you're gonna get your ass kicked up there fighting terrorists. Here's some candy. Like, how would you feel if you were part of SEAL Team 6 and, like, your professor from high school, her dad was just there and, like, offered you a Snickers bar? Yeah, I guess it's a fun, it's a fun theory, but I guess... A Drudagon! I'm gonna catch it at least. How would you feel if you were, I don't know, how would you feel if Seismitoad honked at you? The game, like, I think was, like, super cool. Kinda wish more games did that. Alright, let's catch me a Drudagon. Do Do I have any Great Balls? Ah, that would look so good in a Great Ball. Oh, a crit cap. I forgot those were in this game. Damn. Druddigon should have been a rockin' dragon. Do you remember when pre-release X and Y came out and Galvantula and Druddigon were rumored to get Megas? Alright, what do we name this thing? I don't remember that at all because I didn't watch it. Alright, got me a Druddigon. Yeah, I think I might use a Druddigon in a... Uh-oh. I might use a Druddigon in a black or white too. Sharon! I miss you. You can walk on the pillar. It's not gonna do you any good. I like that they put strength here if you do want to skip all this. That's really clever. I love Golett. Such a cute mon. It's Taboy! Oh shit, what up? I guess there's no real point in catching it either. Well, it lived. I guess I'll... Oh! Dynamic Punch! That did not hit very hard. I do not think this thing has Iron Fist. Yeah, I would always use Golurk because it could use Fly, and I thought that was super cool. Plus, Golurk totally shuts down the fighting Elite Four member here. Ground and Ghost. Oh, I was named it Gundam, despite me never really watching Gundam. So we're gonna name it... There we go. Now it's a sweet little treat. Die, probably. If it started flashing red, it's probably gonna explode really quick, so I'm probably not gonna make it a meaningful distance away before it goes off. You know what Seismitoad's, like, back sprite kind of reminds me of? You know how, like, the characters in a... Oh, bye, Cammy. Glad you could make it. Hope you had fun. The characters in home movies, like, how they all had, like, one-piece pajamas all the time. The back sprite of Seismitoad kind of reminds me of that. If I found a shiny Golett, I would put that on my team immediately. I used one in, Indigo Disc. You know what my big thing about, home movies was? Did any of you ever watch Cyborg 009? Oh. Yes, this is the way. Alright, that reference is gonna be lost on you then, never mind. Oh, yeah, I didn't actually put that two and two together, Russ. Alright, so if you look up Cyborg 009, you'll see that there's a Ooh, there's a lot going on here. Oh, wait. Basically, there's a character in it called Cyborg 002. Look him up, and then look at the main character from home movies. And tell me it just doesn't look like a baby version of Cyborg 002. Plasma. Watchog. The Lumpening. Yeah, if this was 6th gen forward, I could rename it the Lumpening. That would fit. Will it live? Haha, Lumpus is the best. This truly is the lumpening. I forgot why we named it Lumpus the Third, because it was Lupon. Alright, let's put to snack out first. I gotta say, guys, if y'all need to sleep, it's cool. We're almost done. I won't keep you any longer if you wanna... I won't keep you too long if you wanna fight it, but if you need to sleep, go to sleep. Yeah, I had to take a nap before the stream today because, like I said, I drove pretty deep into the city today to go to the new dentist. Which I was surprised that, because it was in DC and they took my Maryland health insurance, so I was like, well, that's neat. I was worried when she recommended this place that I was gonna have to pay out the ass for it. But the only thing I had to pay for was, I had to park at a Whole Foods. I think I already said that. And to validate my parking, I had to buy $10 worth of groceries, so I bought sushi and 2 cans of Monster. Hey, Steve-O! Glad you make it for a bit. Scraggy. How would you feel if you, like, walked into your room and a Scraggy was standing on your bed staring at the wall, not saying anything? Not making any noise, it's just standing on your bed, its pants have sagged as they do, and it's just staring at the wall. I hate parking garages so much, man. I hate the idea of paying for parking. When I lived at Towson, there was a bubble tea place right in the center of it. And I loved the place, but all the parking near there was paid. So I'd park at my apartment and then just walk there. And it would take an hour to get there on foot and an hour to get back. And I did all that for bubble tea, just so I didn't have to pay like $2 for parking. If I had anyone gesture at me to take out my earbuds, I'd take out their ears. No, I wouldn't. I would take out my earbuds and say, hey, what do you need? Because I'm a wimp like that. I did one thing once where, like, when I was playing Go, I like, gestured for someone to, like, roll down their window. Like, I rolled up them, rolled down my window, and gestured them to roll down their window. And as they were rolling it up, rolling theirs down, I rolled mine up and drove away. I don't know why I did it. I didn't know who that person was. I don't think I ever met them again either. I'm kind of glad. I'd probably kick me in the teeth if I did that to myself. No, I wouldn't. I'd laugh. I don't remember any time I've had a violent... Dude, I had a violent reaction happen to me once. You ever, like, see that Tumblr post where, like, people are talking about, like, sure, you can flip someone off on the road when they do something wrong, but they get so much more mad if you just give them a thumbs down. I wanted to test that once, so, like, I gave someone a thumbs down for cutting me off once when I was driving to go meet my coworkers at a pizza place. And they got, like... They were, like, leaning out the window as they drove off, like, screaming slurs at me. And, like, fuck you, you little And I'm like, whoa, Jesus, dude, I gave you a thumbs down, chill. I thought, like, I drove past, like, I'm like, I want to make sure I don't want this guy to know where I'm going. Like, this guy's, like, actually gonna hurt me if we end up in the same parking lot. Oh, no, our Go group is totally dead. It's... No one even... Like, I ended up leaving it, but, like, no one was playing anymore. The Big Funny really took that and ruined it. But everyone else, like, they moved, too. Like, people were just at a different point in life. Like, yeah, now this kid has a... Now this guy has a wife and kids, like... Like, I'm sure the guy with a nice paying job and a wife and kids is going to be able to drop everything at 7 p.m. to do a Ho-Oh raid now. Like, no. Like, obviously that's not going to happen. Like, people just go to different points in their lives. So now I spoof and I just warp to New York and have everyone fight. I make my own damn go group. Sure getting a lot of mileage out of Mega Drain. I don't even know why I still have Mega. Like, I should try to go Giga, because, like... I was, like, thinking of, like, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, where Mega Drain is really strong, but that's not the case here. I'm using a 40 base power move. I give people thumbs up for good driving. Like, if they let me in, I give them let me in when I'm trying to, like, merge in. I'll give them a thumbs up. Be the change you want to see in the world, is what I say. And if that involves giving people thumbs up on the road, so be it. Now, my big thing is if I ever goof on the road into a situation where someone would want to give me a thumbs down, I just don't look at them. I just close my eyes and pretend that I don't see them. I don't close my eyes. I avert my eyes and focus very hard on the road and don't look at what they're doing to me. Because I'm just going to feel horrible about it. There are stealth mechanics in Pokemon, like... If you walk in tall grass, you have a lower encounter rate than if you run. So that's kind of like stealth. Did In say that? Is that In, like, yelling about that and saying, burn, baby, burn? Just because he got Reshiram? Hey, look, these characters that really amount to nothing. Uh-oh, I'm surrounded. Am I really about to fight 4 trainers in a row? One at a time? Or are they gonna realize, like, halfway through that, yeah, if Reshiram is yelling, burn, baby, burn. Yeah, if only this was 6th gen, we could have had a Horde battle. I kind of wish they did more with Horde battles. Like, there was, like... What was it? And, like, there were no trainer Horde battles in X and Y, and then Oris only had, like, not a rocket, like a Magma or Aqua Grunt that would, like, bring out, like, 5, Poochyena or Mightyenas at you. I get why Hordes aren't a thing, but now, because... game can barely run, like, we can't do triple battles anymore. You think we're gonna be able to do Hordes? But, I wish they did more with Hordes while they were there. Was there a Horde trainer battle with Flare Grunts? Damn, I really don't remember that. I thought that was just an Omega Ruby. Yeah, in X and in the 6th gen games, there were Horde battles where, like, you'd randomly get, like, if you were, like, fighting random ones, like, 5 Pokemon would jump through at once. But there were 2 Grunts in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and apparently in X and Y, where they did that. Oh, they kind of did that in Legends then. Because you could get into a battle where there were a bunch of Pokemon you could only fight one at a or target one at a time. So yeah, I guess they did bring it back in Legends. My thing about the Legends ones is I really wish you had like AoE moves, because like if you had to like fight a bunch of Pokemon to like reset, like, shiny things for massive mouse outbreaks. They were so slow. Well, 4 is still like a Horde. Hello, Tyler. Oh, that was that slow. I forgot how slow this line was. Yeah, I'm hoping they learned a lot from, I'm hoping they learned from Legends Arceus, because, like, there are some things that I really liked about it, obviously, at the time, but, like, I don't like going back and shiny hunting after, like, the joy of, like, shiny sandwiches. Dude, Sky Battles were so stupid, and they ruined so many models for so long. Poor Xatu, dude. I was like, your education's important, Tyler. Take it seriously. My streams stay up forever. You only get one chance at high school. Enjoy. Oh yeah, almost done. Hey, congratulations, man. As an achievement, high school's a pain. Especially because, yeah, you had to go through that during the, through the difficult times of 2020. What a time to start, Jesus. Well, just, like, so many of, like, the Sky Battles, like, the Pokemon that were eligible for it all had to, like, sit there like they were flying. So, like, you have Xatu who's just, like, floating there like a dip when, it, like, his old, like, stadium models or, like, Coliseum looked so good. But, like, all, like, the flying Pokemon just had to, like, sit there and float like a dip. Because I didn't have a team that could do Sky Battles. None of my Pokemon could float or fly. That's not a model. That's still a 2D image, huh? For in right there. You just burp. What do you think, boy? Okay, bye. Your guy left. I'll tell you how to beat me. You just like hear like an impact noise and then just like lying there twitching on the ground. Oh Jesus, Tyler. Yeah, I don't miss high school. People are like, oh, it's the best years of your life. Fuck that noise, man. It gets so much better when you get out of high school. Or it could get tougher, but you have freedom with it at least. Yes, there are! This is just pain from Naruto. Yeah, we're gonna have a cool, like, Ratatouille battle on top of the, world. Yeah, and I felt that was quite like my high school experience. They're off to have old man Yowie. Cool, so now we at least know where to start off next time. We'll get Shadow Ball right away. Yeah, we took it. Wait, hold up a second. I might actually... Am I remembering correct? No, I'm not remembering. I thought we went into Relic Castle for a bit, but I guess we didn't stay. I mean, I doubt they would give you Shadow Ball that early. Oh yeah, I remember in the LP, because I didn't have a Pokemon that could fly, I'm like, oh, I have to go all the way back there, so I had to, like... And it was winter in the game as well, so I had to, like, sit there and grind up a Golett so it could fly. So I don't think I got to upload a video that day. You know, we had a friend in high school who got jumped by 2 other douchebags, and, like, we sat there and, like, waited on, like, their way home. And, like, we're like, alright, we're gonna fuck these guys up. Like, I honestly thought, like, this is gonna be the point where we accidentally kill someone. Like, it's, like, getting, like, that bad. And they didn't show up because they knew we were waiting there. And so my friend, like, just like, alright, man, you come here, we're gonna fist fight this out. And, like, it was, like, a big thing. Like, a lot of people came to, like, record it with, like, their flip phones. And my friend kicked his ass, and, like, it was all better. We got an apology out of them, and it was like, ah, wonderful. All's well that ends well. And then a bunch of people got arrested afterwards. Unrelated, they all got arrested afterwards. And then the neighborhood got really quiet for a few years, and it was really nice. I liked it. Anyway. Now we're back in the desert, so we can start out the next stream by, we can start at the next stream right there and get us some nice Shadow Ball action going on. Cool. So I think now is as good a time as any to, call it a stream. Everyone else is kind of, like, heading off. Yeah, we went at this for a decently long time. So... thank you so very much for watching. Next stream, I might go for Saturday. We'll probably just go, I want to probably just jump right back into White. I don't want to, like, hop too much between games. We'll just sit here, knock out White. Maybe do it on Saturday, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday. We'll see how it goes. And then I'll start working on more of a schedule. Because like I said in that one video, I want to stream more often. Because it is good for the mental health, which I need to do. Get used to talking and performing in front of people again. And this is a nice, comfortable way to do that. So, thank you all for making this a wonderful mental health night for me. It actually quite helped a lot. I felt get a little confidence back, and that feels nice after not doing it for 4 months. So, like I said, we're going to do a lot more of this. So, we'll come back next time at probably Saturday or Sunday for more Pokemon White, and we will have ourselves a wonderful time. So, until then, thank you very much for joining, have yourselves a wonderful night, enjoy the rest of your week, and take care. See you guys then!